taking down. She and she patoli no man to go she handle. Taking down. She want a man to bend she over, bend she over, bend she over, and give her 20 overs. Bend she over, bend she over, bend she over, and give her 20 overs. Enough balls. Jump on the ground on the knees enough. Oh, push back 90 degrees enough. I feel like crap on your wave enough. You're a friend, let me put in the cheese enough. So tight, it ain't squeeze enough. Me have a job for the oil and the grease enough. When me start, she make me please enough. And not easy enough. But this young carnival, them girl do not want no man. Them taking jam. She bougie and she patoli no man to go she handle. Taking jam. She want a man to bend she over, bend she over, Baby roll it, baby roll it. Roll. Baby roll it. But no man can control. But this a carnival, them young do not want no man. Them taking jam. She bougie and she patoli no man to go she handle. Taking jam. She want a man to bend she over, bend she over, bend she over, and give her 20 overs. Baby roll it, baby roll it. Roll. Baby roll it. But no man can control. But this a carnival, them young do not want no man. Them taking jam. She bougie and she patoli no man to go she handle. Taking jam. She want a man to bend she over, bend she over, bend she over, and give her 20 overs. Bend she over, bend she over, bend she over, and give her 20 overs. Enough balls. Jump on the ground on the knees enough. Oh, push back 90 degrees enough. I feel like crap on your wave enough. You're a friend, let me put in the cheese enough. So tight, it ain't squeeze enough. Me have a job for the oil and the grease enough. When me start, she make me please enough. And not easy enough. But this a carnival, them girl do not want no man. Them taking jam. She bougie and she patoli no man to go she handle. Taking jam. She want a man to bend she over, bend she over, bend she over, and give her 20 overs. Bend she over, bend she over, bend she over, and give her 20 overs. Hey, Lisa, come and ride me like Caesar. I make you buy without visa. Slice him up like a pizza.
Would you please, yeah, would you please, that thing is fat, oh baby, I'm begging, I want this and that, confident, I get me rum, I take a shot, feeling good, we in a session and it's hot, people watching, it's like you put me in a spot, I have no fear. I jam in even harder cause your ex in here. He could only vex and he could only stare. The way you roll it on me make it shed out there. Yeah. Love when you, oh, love when you, love when you, love when you. My favorite exercise, heavy machine. I need you in my life. Maybe I'll buy a ring, maybe I'll make a wife. Brighten my days, wind up in the light. Bubble in your smile. The way you move your waist, baby, I run a mile. Something like a lion far out in the wild. And if they say it's small, you know that they are lying. High. Love when you, love when you, love when you, oh, love when
big up Jasper on this song here, boy.
Village in Charlotte, gonna make you scream ball out, girl. Come on, cause I know you can perform. Got that rotation a stomp. I don't want to.
Hey, people, welcome inside, boy, Beyond the Mic.
Something tell me a special.
Episode 7. I try to keep up with the episode ever.
Right? No way.
Hey,
Confession.
share the live, talk somebody.
In my
We now getting started. You don't know the things said already. Now the season busy. The guests and them kind of busy now, boys. I gotta wait on them. Hey, tonight. We talking, I remember Beyond the Mic, brought to you by Hyroon Bear. The bear of the season, man. Yeah, grab a cold Hyroon Bear. Any bar right now? You go try the Hyroon Bear, you go try the Hyroon next boy. We nice. And remember building and loan. Get the carnival loan, get your vacation loan. You borrow up to $10,000 and you have 3 years to pay it back. Hey, you do the math. Easy card. Hey, we inside, boy. Beyond the Mic, DJ Q. And I got my guest inside. Let me guess inside, boy. The CEO, the big dog right now, nah? The big dog. Where is the boy? I know, boy. How does make it, boy?
Boy, by the grace of God.
That's the best I'd say could give, boy. Mr. CEO himself, boy, Rodney Small inside Beyond the Mic.
Big up.
Hey, people, Rodney was supposed to be the first guest on the board.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know, they don't know that go already. Oh, they know that go already. You know, yeah, we know that go already. Yeah, the boys are busy guys.
It's still a love. It's still a love.
You're inside the reach.
The race is not for the swift, no.
Is what?
It's those who can endure it. You know what I mean?
Well, so, you believe in too much of old people talking.
Well, boy, when they grow up around old people, you know, foundation is important.
Foundation is important. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Mr. CEO say, boy, I run this small. Hey, we inside. Get on the live, talk somebody. Call your friend. Tell your friend. All the questions, all you get for Rodney, all they bring it come. And he go answer. If it's one thing about Rodney, he don't care. He don't care. And as I was telling he gonna make a good politician. He don't care. Rodney, how things going, man? Vincy Mas up and running right now,
That's why things is great.
Right.
I mean, if it wasn't up and running, then I wouldn't have a job. I mean, probably you wouldn't have a job.
Neither.
I mean, and the whole world would be looking at this particular point of the year. So it's a great feeling, as much as I would say I'm tired and you know, I want some rest. When you're tired, it means things happening. And when things is not happening, we get frustrated. You understand? But
you ain't frustrated yet?
No, never. And I mean, you know, it would become a little bit challenging. You understand? But as human beings, I mean, survival is a must, right? So for me right now, and Vincy Mas and Carnival and culture and everything, it is an upward feeling.
Right.
And I'm excited. And I mean,
Rodney Small has got a lot of licks. A lot of licks.
What name so?
I don't know.
Well, the last time I get licks is from Miss Small.
Miss Small.
Anything else,
well,
I don't identify with it.
I think anything concerning city first name calling is Rodney. What is your job in time? What is the role of the CEO?
In a nutshell, is really to run the day-to-day operations of the CDC. I mean, of course, we're the governing body for the premier national festival, Vincy Mas, and among other things, we're also the secretariat for independence. So the day-to-day running of Carnival, I mean, governed and guided by a board of directors.
Right.
I mean, so I am not the only one. I don't make the final decisions. I don't call all the shots.
But everybody take Rodney.
Of course, it must have a face. It must have a face to CDC, and I don't mind taking the hit. I don't mind taking, as you call it, the licks, because somebody have to do it. You know what I mean? It's just what I allow to prevail is facts.
It's facts.
You know what I mean? And right. I signed up for the job, and I know what comes with the job.
You didn't know all this was coming?
Of course. So me blind? So Ashford never used to get plenty licks.
It's true.
And that's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? You have to know you can't see fire and put your foot in and you know well then. Or you're going through the fire.
You must get
right. But there are some things, you know, quite naturally would have some different impacts on you as an individual and as a human being. But it's just how I navigate them. You know what I mean? And I've learned a lot over the year. Because people don't realize, you know, it's just 1 year since I meet this year, you know.
Boy.
Last year around this time, right inside here, you know.
Right inside
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Around the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it has been a tremendous, I don't want to say journey. It has just been a tremendous experience. And I look forward to many more years to come. Once God Almighty give me the health and strength. I know plenty of people saying fire Rodney. But then I mean,
we will get to that. We'll get to all that.
But my intention is to serve the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I mean, I've always been my intention. It doesn't matter what I do or where I go. That has always been my drive for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, without a doubt. But I mean, the day-to-day of running of the CDC office and Carnival and all the different things that we do has always been a learning experience. I bring my own skill set to the job also, while being guided not only from the board of directors but also the members of staff and also persons who have been there before me. There are persons who in my corner queue from time to time when the going gets tough. You know, you pick up your phone and you call for advice because of course I am rest on the shoulders of some men who were there before me, even some men women who prefer to stay in the background. And when you see them know when you see Rodney card, it's serious. So right. I mean, so you have to seek guidance in everything that you do. I mean, you don't know it all, and no man is an island, and no man stand alone. So, yeah, we're nice.
We're nice. Vincy Mas, boy. Hey. So, well, Carnival, you launched Carnival a bit earlier this year. Was there a particular reason for that, or? Cause in the launch, you catch a lot of people though.
Yeah. It was the 11th of April. I mean, again, we continue to look at how we position Vincy Mas. And we know Vincy Mas over the years have been getting a lot of attention, regionally and internationally, right? I mean, globally. And we were looking at all of the different activities that are happening.
Right.
And we were also looking at the economic activities that launching Vincy Mas early can bring about for the society and the economy on a whole. And we also wanted to come off of the heels of Easter because, you know, we have a situation where we have an international airport where people come down here Saturday and go back up Sunday. I have brethren who come down here for a party on a Saturday night and by Sunday they're out on a flight. So we wanted to capitalize on some of those tourism aspects. I mean, where persons are now traveling through very smoothly to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we also wanted to create an opportunity where we're saying to promoters that between April and where we are now, you have time to do all that you need to do. Right. Also to get some of the components of Carnival, get the momentum going very early. Right. So that was the thinking behind launching early, launching the festival early, and jumping out early so that we could get that energy and that vibe going.
And then you felt that whole difference, right? Compared to the original first Saturday, me?
Yeah. Somewhat. It could have been better. Again, everything is collaboration.
Would you do it again?
Most definitely.
Correct. All right.
I mean, some people think we should even do it earlier.
Listen.
Because but we need to work together more to fill that space. Because from the time we launch in April, I think there are some persons who are expecting a little bit more.
Yeah.
But CDC alone can't do it.
But then again, as you say, the first time. Yeah. So, I mean, come next year, we should be able to fill that whole gap in April.
Yeah, I mean, again, the private promoters, I'm encouraging. I'm making an appeal. Utilize it. You don't have to wait. Some promoters will say, boy, the crowd ain't reached yet. No, I don't understand that. Because if we have 100 and I don't even still 110,000.
Still 110.
Because since I smile,
since I go, it's 110.
Now, if we have 110,000 people, and we are doing things in the entertainment space here, I don't think we need to wait on anybody to have a successful event. Right? But there are persons who would say, well, we're waiting on the foreigners. Which I do understand that too. But then if you do it, whatever you put on my plate and I would eat.
Right.
So if I see you're promoting a event that I think it's worthy of I flying down for it.
Come for it. We'll come for it.
You understand? So that is where we need to get at.
Right.
And we need to work together to do it. I mean, the CDC can only, govern things, regulate things, and stuff like that. We can't do everything.
Right.
Certainly, we're not going to do 50 events and 20 events because then persons are going to complain, how come CDC doing all these shows?
Right.
Right? But we could collaborate. We could have a conversation. And, all right, DJ Q, the middle of April, then we get a brunch from you.
Right.
And then, Project Food, then we get a live show from you with some artists. And then we just build it. It don't have to be anything on a grand scale.
Right.
Right? Because if you realize we've been doing something called Rum and Rhythm, where we are moving that around to different communities.
But
I mean, so we have to lay atmosphere.
right.
Once the atmosphere is laid, and again, it complements the rural carnivals. Right? Moving into the rural carnivals and all of that, the energy is already there. You know what I mean? But we'll work better next year.
I know you're a man of vision. If it's one thing I know about you, you're a man. You do enter into something knowing that, boy, I really can't get this done. You not I don't think you are the patient to try and yeah, I don't think you have. I don't think you are the patient. But what inspired you to take up that job, that role?
I mean, that's a very good question. I get all the time. I mean, I just did an interview with a magazine, and that was the question they asked.
Because Ronnie, you're still young.
Yeah, boy. But I feel old too at the same time.
Yeah, because
I've been around.
they're around a long time.
Yeah.
What inspired you though?
The inspiration came from DJ Q, where I was around the CDC. When I just came back from Jamaica in 2024. And I mean, I was eager, I was excited, I was hungry. I was looking for different things to do to show what I was learning in Jamaica. And, it was very limited. And then I want to big up Ashford Wood. And I mean, from time to time, he would call me from the Department of Culture. I was working at the Department of Culture, and he wrote a couple of times for me to be seconded. And I was around him, I was around the organization, seeing how things work. While I was still playing pan and all these things, because remember, I was always, and still is. Because people still say, boy, long time we didn't see you play a pan. Pan have a play. Pan must play. Right?
Pan playing private.
Yeah. So being around the organization, and I mean, from that early stage, and then I remember when I ran for elections to be the president of the Europan movement, and I was elected the president, and it is an automatic appointment on the board of directors of CDC. Once you are the president of any of the components of Carnival, you are selected to be a part of the board representing your component.
Right.
So I spent approximately 9 years as the president representing PAN. 9 years, I can't even remember. Right? And then being there and being familiar with the organization and the corporation and working along with things and being a stage manager and being a production manager. And I mean, I was already there. And then being close to Ashford and see what he was doing, and close to Ricky and see what Ricky was doing, and close to Dennis Ambrose. And then when it came about in a
it's some legends they were calling it.
Yeah, and when the thing came up, and I realized it went out first time application. A couple of people come and say, boy, Rodney, using man. I say, yeah, I'm the man for now. But when I go in there and I start to get the licks, right? So I tell the virgin, when I get the licks, nobody going to because during that time, I used to hear all the licks Ashford and them.
Right. So yeah. you don't gas up.
And if it left a down a queue, I was not going to apply.
Right.
But I left it alone. And then, I mean, I realized that the application went out again. I wasn't sure if they didn't get enough applicants. I didn't know, because at that time, I mean, I wasn't digging that deep. And then the application went back out, and there's a particular friend of mine who said, Rodney, I know all the fears that you have, and I know all the things that you have about this. And I said to the friend, but I am still at the CDC on the board as the PAN rep.
Right.
And I don't need to take up a position to have an influence, because the CDC, I mean, the members of the CDC do listen to my ideas and what's not. And the person said, well, yeah, I understand that. And, Ashford is soon to retire and stuff like that. And we think that a man like you, who, I mean, basically dabble in everything, and you and the artist, them have a good relationship,
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I said, Virgin, I'm not going in that. And then over the weekend, the Monday, it was a Monday when the registration was so close, and over the weekend I thought about it. I said nothing to nobody.
Right.
Just that one friend. I said nothing to no mommy, no family, nobody at all, because for me, if I was going to make this decision, I didn't want anybody to influence it.
Right.
So, people will say, boy, a pull string here and a pull string there.
Right.
I sat down the Sunday and I started to put together my my CV, update it, you know what I mean, put it together, while obviously the uncertainty of it. Wonder if I want to do this. And then on the Monday morning I woke up and I was holding a meditation, and I said, boy, if everybody telling me to do it, and particularly a lot of practitioners say, boy Rodney, we want a man like you. 10:30 the Monday is when I apply, and the application closes at 12 o'clock.
Right.
Them time where I said, well, where be, you know?
Right.
So we went into a board meeting, because I remember I was still a member of
You
the board
still
of
a part,
directors.
right.
And then I heard the chairman and the members of the HR say, Rodney, step outside. At that time, everybody surprised.
Right.
They wanted to know what's happening, and so the chairman said, well, Rodney applied. So I didn't say anything to anybody. Nobody at all.
So you can't be a part of the meeting no more.
Can't be a part of the meeting no more. So they did their shortlisting. I mean, I think they sent it to the of course, the minister at the time, which is protocol. Shortlist. I got an email saying that you were shortlisted. Come to an interview at 3:30. I mean, so I applied 10:30, and then the time when it was
By 3:30 meetings already.
No, not the same day.
Okay, right.
So I go into the meeting. I met the other candidates who were there. When I go in the room and I see
There were other applicants.
of course, there were other persons who were shortlisted. And when I go in the room, boy, Q, and I see the kind of persons and the people around the table, I say, well, boy, I never feel this yet in my life for an interview.
Right.
But what was important, right? And I know we have a lot of things to talk about, is that
No, we have time on it.
I went there thinking about what are some of the possible questions them could really ask me. And when I went into the room, I took up a bottle of water, I drank it, and I said, boy, at the end of the day, I'm going to speak from my heart.
Right.
Because I'm passionate about this thing. And I even got emotional in the interview, because questions was like, what is your vision? Where do you see yourself taking Vincy Mas?
Well, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Like literally. I swear.
Yeah. And then
so I know they could answer that one time, because that was actually.
And then, you know what I mean, when I got the call and the email about I was successful and we need to come to the negotiation table, I mean, that's when I got nervous. Because I said, boy, what I really do here, boy? Because it meant that there are a lot of things that I would have to sacrifice.
Right.
My own personal career. If persons realize I don't really get to play as I want to play during Carnival, right? It requires a lot of time, right? And it comes with its challenges too. But I know I was ready for it.
Right.
And when you hear that happens around the same time, 4 months. March 17 is when I was appointed, when I was named the CEO. And I had to get the ball rolling. Do or die, survival mode.
Carnival over the hill.
Carnival was in May. So do or die. You know what I mean? And you know there were persons who were, you know the negatives and what's not, but I know I was not going to fail.
Right.
And the corporation was not going to fail.
Correct.
Right? So, I mean, from there to now, I've learned a lot. I mean, I've gathered a lot. I've formed a lot of good relationships. I've lost a lot of good relationships too.
Of course.
But the mission is very clear. The mission is very clear. And I am excited for the future of Vincy Mas and the CDC. I mean, once God give me health and strength.
Right.
And I'm still allowed to be there to do what I have to do.
Your main goal for Vincy Mas 2026?
Sustainable. Now, what I want persons to understand, and I was in an interview with some people from Dominica, and when I was done, obviously selling Vincy Mas and what we are all about, they said to me, one of the things that they love about Winter Carnival, as much as we have all of the nice elements and things, we are growing Carnival. Correct. And if something is growing, it has not peaked.
It ain't peak yet.
You understand?
Right.
So obviously, that kind of attention, you would want it, because you would want to be a part of that growth. So for me, is sustainability, not from a corporation standpoint only, but some of our mandates is our components of Carnival. I want to see the artists them flying. I want to see our events on a different level where production is concerned, where the performers are concerned. You understand? I want to see the components of Carnival more sustainable and self-sufficient. How do we do that? Those are the type of things we are looking at. The position of Vincy Mas globally, the scaling of Vincy Mas. When I look at an article the other day based off of scaling that Jamaica is at the top, I mean,
And Jamaica
I
started.
vex.
Jamaica in doing 10 years. Eh?
Yeah, but when you look at the content of that and the research of it, they're saying that Jamaica is at the top of carnival based off of corporate and brand. They have a good corporate support. The business people in Jamaica sponsor Jamaica
We get into that now. We get into all that.
right? Brand. Jamaica is a brand.
Of course.
They don't see themselves as a country,
Right.
right? So these are the type of things I mean, not just me, but I mean the board of directors and the staff, because the staff too have their own ideas. I have a very young staff who have their own vision for Vincy Mas.
Right.
So sustainability in a broad context, preservation. I'm seeing a lot of entertainment industries across the region, particularly Carnival, and they all are going over a slope.
Right.
And St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we are not going to go over that slope. We've made that mistake many years ago with Raga Soca. We are the creators and the makers, and we allow it to fade away. And I mean, we are still trying.
Right.
You understand? But in terms of the preservation of our cultural identity, you understand? It's very important. If you realize last year is when we bring back the monkey band in a big way.
Right.
You understand? We are looking at how do we put Raga Soca within the school competition as a different category by itself.
Love it.
You understand? We're looking at the different marriage. The Great Escape is a marriage between destination and what we have to offer culturally. So when we say the Great Escape, Vincy Mas Great Escape, we are talking about two things right now. We are the most talked about or searched destination. Right now, if you go and Google or wherever you search, you would see it, and we have to capitalize on it.
Right.
Because there's a thing called cultural tourism that we must tap into. You understand? When people come here for carnival, they don't just sit in their rooms or their house until in the night when they go to an event. They go into Kingston, they shop around, they go to the beaches, they go to the restaurants. You understand? But preservation in the sense where our identity have to be visible. You understand? And your child or my child or your grandchild or my grandchild must grow up in that environment that you know the core of Vincy Mas and the makers and the shakers and the spirit and where it is coming from. And that is what one of the challenges that we have now, Q. Because we still have a lot of young people, even the 17-year-olds and the 18-year-olds, who don't know a lot of the cool stuff about carnival.
Right.
They don't even know that carnival was not always June, July.
And I learned that already.
I mean, they don't know that there was a changeover period. I mean, they don't even know that powder was a part of our juve. The monkey band that they're saying is jab. I mean, these are the things that we are working towards. And once these things are instilled, it helps to create a level of belonging and ownership. You understand? That's the same when we grab it up when we hear speed come in and we want the world to see what Vince is made up. That have to be 365 days.
All right.
So, I mean...
And you was the pilot behind that. One of the pilot behind that. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, people say we're running everything, but it is what it is. You was one of the pilot behind the I for shit. I
stress the speed. I mean, quite naturally. I mean, and I give thanks for the experience. You know what I mean? Always a blessing to be a part of these things. And when I realized that we as Vincentian, because I wasn't the only person. Skinny was a part of it.
One of it, right?
Daniel Vera was a part of it.
Big up Daniel.
And the ministers too give their support. But when I see that Vincentian can speak the language on these international people level, you understand? I feel good.
Right.
But we need to now have more people doing it.
Right.
So it takes me to my next point in terms of where do I see Vincy Mas? Development. And I mean development in the sense of you have 10 more Radneys or 10 more better people. People who are better than Radneys in production and all these things. Continuation. You understand? When I look at the Junior Calypso competition and when we have 27 people and 60 something entries, I feel good.
Good.
When I look at Kiddies Carnival and see people crossing the stage in their costume, you understand?
You play Kiddies Carnival?
Of course. well, not at a very old age because, you know, mommy was never really allowing that.
Right.
But we go down in tongue and put on with pretty clothes. You ain't know about pretty clothes. When you hear put on your pretty clothes, you're
playing carnival.
You're getting Kiddies Carnival.
Yeah.
And your face shine because mommy take petrol jelly and cream your skin.
And she get right by your side. But she's like,
yeah, moving,
you
bro.
can't move.
The only time you're moving and there's a thing that we're going to bring out very soon. What is your carnival memory? And I said the other day on radio, my carnival memory is when you see you go by the Iron Man. You see, once mommy put it by the iron, man.
I used to be on the singer.
And a singer.
Yeah, I used to be on the singer.
Yeah, well,
No, I used to get it. Stand up on the singer, don't move.
And you ain't piss moving no.
I can't move because I get all the bags with the empty bottles every day. Oh, I can't go anyway.
Well, when you hear your mother or your father or auntie, tanty, whoever you go tongue with, put it by iron man and tell you don't
Yeah,
move.
I am man. And then tell the Iron Man was by Jack, alright.
Yeah, right.
Right by
Corey's
this yeah.
And we don't feel mommy or tanty whoever go tongue with go buy something. They go
Yeah,
make a
they
lap. Make the lap wrong tongue. And you know what I mean?
You gotta stay ready.
Book it and show.
Mm.
When mommy come back.
Did it. Make sure you did it.
If you're last, just go Iron Man. And they find you.
Yeah.
You understand? And these are the kind of things that we have to put out there that is a part of our cultural identity.
Good.
You understand? Because
One thing I like about you, you always find a way to fuse back our culture. Deeply into carnival.
That is the core. If you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going.
That's true.
And as much as I love the innovation and I love the young people and I love what they're doing and I appreciate it and I embrace it, I encourage them to always know where you're coming from.
Right.
Always know the core. You understand? Because if this foundation here, open with here, mash up on you, everything tumble down.
Everything.
You understand where I'm
You
coming
can't
from?
in here, sit down and drinking high room beer and talking.
Yeah, well, I mean, so as much as we innovate and we become a part of commercialization and modernization, we have to maintain the core. You understand? And that's why I think I was ready for the job, because I have an appreciation and understanding of what it takes. While I know
It was a fast turnaround though. How you do it? I mean, why did they give me all the pretty explanation? There was a fast turnaround. And you nail it in 4 months, is it?
Yeah. 4 months. Well, I mean a little bit less than 4 months, because in March and Carnival launching me. And then from that you had to keep going. You had to keep going. I mean, the important thing here, Q, is team.
Correct.
And in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have to understand that the ingredients is team and passion. Because if I never had a passion for this thing, it could not have been. I mean, it probably would have get done, because again, there are other people who are involved.
Yeah,
but you as a leader,
yeah,
you understand, you have to be able to lead and empower the people around you.
right.
And as I said, I was resting on the shoulders of some great men who were there before. Ricardo Adams, the chairman of CDC, great man, great guy.
And big up Ricky.
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
And then the staff, Juanita Phillips, that is the closest person to me. And I mean, she was in the Department of Culture, and I asked the minister to please bring her down. Bring she down. Bomani, Jomo. You have Ezzy, who been around for a while. So you had the experienced people there who've been around the organization, and then you have some of the youthful stuff, and then I think persons realized what was happening, and everybody was just on the same mission.
Right.
I mean, on the same mission, and what we did, what was his strategy, Q? And this is from me personally, you know. I sat down home and I said, take myself away from the organization.
What you wanted to see?
I'm an average man. I mean, what are some of the challenges I would have identified with the CDC? And what are some of the things that I would love, I would appreciate? And the one thing I realized is to put back the festival to the people. You realize when I was appointed, I start taking to my social media.
Ask
what
questions.
would you like to
Yes.
see? Ting,
Yes.
ring, ting.
Yes.
So the people now, so when the people,
Feel
one
a part
person
of
say,
it.
boy, let we decorate tongue. Boy,
Do
we
we decorate
decorating
tongue?
tongue. That person felt so good and empowered, because it felt like if I am a part of this thing. At one time I put out a post, boy, we want people to come decorate. Boy, Q, we had more people than decoration. You understand? So the love and the support there at the time for the CDC was just tremendous.
I think before you got there, before you took the job, there was a disconnection with this, where the CDC and the people was concerned. I mean, there was a big disconnection.
Yeah, quite naturally. And again, that's why I say I step back and I look at it as an average person, and then that's why I attack it. And then we brought in Jonard Food from Project Food.
Big up Project Food.
I mean, boy, anyhow. Big up Jonard Food.
Big up Jonard.
And he came and he helped with the marketing. He brought his own twist to it, and we were looking at brand, look and feel, what we wanted. We're not there yet because it was just a couple months. But what I could tell you is that I spent an entire year. We spent an entire year sitting down, strategizing, looking at things, you know, and we're going to have a great carnival.
Destiny.
By the grace of God,
Right.
once the weather is right. I mean, you're going to hear the negative same
Of
way.
course.
You know?
I mean, you can't get away
But-
from that. That's part of the culture.
One of the greatest accomplishment right now is that rooms are at 100% occupancy in St. Vincent right now.
Say that again?
Rooms, hotel rooms, Airbnb, shack, anything you want to call it, 100% occupancy. If you go right now on your phone and try to book a hotel room, guest house or
I look
whatever.
at they give up my room and sleep in my car.
No, well, we could turn this into a thing.
Nah.
I have a friend who tell her friend that she can't get nothing. She can't get a room. She don't get a rental. She don't get a costume. And she lists out all she take it.
And no room.
And no room. So her thing is, I go sleep in the car, but when I want to bed, I go come by you.
I like that.
It's a Trini friend.
I like that.
But that's the point.
I like
And then
that.
after the iShow speed thing, is that we start seeing a lot more attention. People on TikTok saying vex with St. Vincent because they can't get anywhere to stay.
Yeah.
But even that too, I already start thinking about a solution where that is concerned. Because
Thought the things, them?
and I've had the conversation informally with my my chairman, which would obviously it require a bigger conversation.
Right.
But we have to look at tourism now. The cruise ships. Picture we bring in a cruise ship for Carnival for 10 days. You could pay for the cruise. You stay on the cruise ship. When you're done party, you go back on the cruise ship. You understand? So that cruise ship would make 35, 25 rooms available for the 10 days of Carnival. Think about it. A man tell me he go leave Vincy, go meet the cruise ship and come down and stay on the cruise ship. So these
Not
are
bad.
the things. I mean,
Not bad.
Trinidad has some aspect of it, and that's what I do when I travel.
You learn.
I look at what is happening, look at context, because St. Vincent context would be different than
Of
some of the
course
other
it is.
countries, and see how it can be implemented and how it can benefit us, right? And then of course there are other people around me, members of staff who would do the same, and we start pulling ideas. But one of the ingredients that made last year work is that everybody understood the mission. The team understand the
mission, one team.
But I gotta tell you one thing, I do some hours, It's some 18 hours and 21 hours because I was also paranoid. I didn't want to fail. I know people was looking for me to fail. Oh, he too young and he know what he doing. What he know what. And
you just let your work speak for itself, right?
I used to go work 7 o'clock in the
result is there, bro.
morning, 8 o'clock in the morning and see me house till 4 o'clock. Because when that event done, my job just start. Because I have to wait until the auditors are done and I have to sign. So even when everybody done move out the venue and the cleaners are clean, the CEO can't leave. So I was doing 18. My mother started to get worried. And I mean, oh, you're not resting. My sister came. My sister probably see me for the whole entire period. She came probably but 8 hours if it's so much. Because when she's sleeping, I gone. When I sleeping, she gone. But I mean, it took a lot of sacrifice and I have to big up a lot of people. Because I didn't even get to celebrate the 1 year. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't even get to do anything because again, I was busy. But I give thanks to all the persons who supported last year. Give thanks to the board of directors. I give thanks to the staff. I mean, it doesn't matter how much board they have. If you don't have an executing team, which is the staff. And big up the components of Carnival, the artists, because they too also give me some good love and support. You know what I mean? I've never seen it happen. People come to this and say, boy, Rodney, if you want help, check me out. You understand? But yeah, man, I love you.
Hey, big up High Room Beer, be on the mic, boy, sponsored by High Room Beer. The beer of the season. Remember, building and loan. Get the carnival loan, your vacation loan. You borrow 10,000, 3 years to pay it back. From last year, Rum and Rhythm. Is Rum and Rhythm, right? That's the name of the event?
When, last year?
No, what's the name of it now?
Rum and Rhythm.
Rum and Rhythm, right. So last year, I went to Rum and Rhythm. I know what it was like. And it made a big change to it. You bring it out the park and you take it to the people then, right? That was one change. We seen any more?
A whole lot. But
Because I love that. You take it to Georgetown. You did one in Georgetown. Big.
Baga.
You did one in Barley. Huge.
But you were there.
Well, I was there for the two of them.
Yeah. Right.
Because I played in a club in
Right,
Georgetown.
correct. And
I had to wait till you done it. I tell you, older brother, man. sit down in the square, you gotta wait. You gotta respect the thing, you gotta wait.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we go till morning clip. But anyway, that's another
Maximum
conversation.
respect.
And I played on the one
Barely.
last weekend,
I
right?
spent 2 hours in traffic trying to get home, bro.
Yeah.
I never see that kind of crowd.
And that's a big shift, right? Because
Bro.
a lot of you take a little knocking for that last year. Oh,
Right.
new event.
Well, I want to come in on that queue. And we
Did
start-
some of these people come and like big you up yet? Since?
No queue.
I
And
don't expect it
I
anyway.
want you to know that we spoke about all the niceness and we spoke about all the accomplishment and how we were able to do it. Q, Roman Rhythm was a big flop. Failure.
Last year?
Yeah.
Of
in
course,
Victoria Park, we didn't even have 20 people.
I was there.
And Q, swiftly, as soon as the event done, I said, God,
Back to the giant board.
no boy. I just hope nobody run out this year and say, boy, you see, you flop, ding. And I went straight back to the drawing board. We very forced walk-in session because the day today running at the CDC office and the staff will tell you, I have walk-in session every Monday now. Every Monday, we have a walk-in session. Thursday afternoon, we sit back down. What were we able to accomplish? You understand where I'm coming from? So the machinery was running and Roman Reigns was the first thing. I said, here we going on. We flop, go back to the drawing board, we listen to what people were saying. And we
Right.
said, this is a community event that is going to lay atmosphere, lay down the vibes, but also we want to feature our award-winning rums. And we're going to look at communities that have a great appreciation for these things. And then look, Roman Rhythm, we went back to the drawing board, we listen to the people, charge down, full. Barely, extra full.
Huge.
And then here we going next. Going back way.
You're going back for the next
We're going
one.
down. Wait, what you say? We're going down.
We're going back, way boy.
Yeah.
What date is that?
The 19th.
19. That's
Yeah.
next week, Friday.
Yeah, so I was at Friday, but we ain't finalized things yet because we want to incorporate the rural community down there
Right.
for them to. And if you realize that's what we've been doing,
Yeah.
we go to the community, we don't carry anything.
Right.
We allow you to make the money. The
Right.
economic activities, let the community feel good. Barely people care, don't talk. We play bingo.
The one other
We
one?
do- And you know, you have to big up the Fish Fest committee.
Yeah, big up
I
the
mean,
Fish
they,
Fest
they
committee.
collaborated with us, and that's the idea. It's not first to go in and take over, but it's first to go in and collaborate. Let the community them feel good again.
Right.
And these things were existing while the rules were happening.
Right.
So it means that, you know what I mean, we all can exist.
Correct.
So, I mean, Roman Rhythm was one of our failures last year. And then we go back to the drawing board and we're happy with what it is now. And I can tell you, it's one of the events that are going to go throughout the year. Because Roman Rhythm could be fit, could be anyway. But the main ingredient and the main important thing about Roman Rhythm is to celebrate our award-winning rum. I mean, people hear it and say, oh, you're encouraging people to drink rum. But we just feel good when we see Captain Bligh win an award. We just feel good when we hear Sparrow win an award. You understand where I'm coming
Which is
from?
local rum.
Which is local
I
rum.
would just figure here 84.5.
Oh my God. Well, boy, me don't feel good at that. I don't feel good at that at all. You.
Hey, I want to ask you a ticklish question. What is your biggest challenge organizing Vincy Mas?
Sponsorship. Funding. I mean,
And let me go right there.
I think we have the...
You think we could do, I'm not, I guess no, but what can we do to get the, especially private sector, do more for our festival, for Vincy Mas?
It's coming from a very deep place now. And I said it. The sense of belonging and ownership. Once you have this attachment to something, you're going to nurture it. You're going to support it. You're going to push it. You're going to embrace it. You're going to enhance it. Anything that you love, that is what happened.
So we still have a problem at owning our thing.
Yeah. I don't think it's a problem because I don't really identify a problem. I think it's a challenge.
But
And
why?
Culture. It's coming from culture. Because a lot of the young people now who are going to become leaders of the society, they're not cultured in a particular way. You understand? There's certain things that we can have a discussion with them about. And it's not only their fault because we're not teaching it. And teaching don't only mean in the formal classroom. When last we had a conversation with some young people and telling them about our culture. For them, they are gravitating to what they know.
Right.
And that is the struggle. They are gravitating to what they know. So when I go to a party and hear you drop some Beckett and thing, and I see young people busting shot to it, I say, They want a part of the era, but they want that sense of belonging for people to see them. Boy, yeah, I know them tuning up to now, they may know the tune. But they want to have that sense of belonging, and it's just like the corporate side. They have to own this thing without the government putting any regulations and any muscle on it.
So the government only could do so.
Of course, and that is the problem. People see CDC and figure, boy, yeah, they're supported by government, but government cannot be the only one sustaining the festival.
So how do you approach that side? Like,
Boy,
I don't get this on the government, but here is Vincy Mas in front of me. How do I move from what the government? Okay, so the government bring me here.
right,
I need to reach up here,
right.
but I can't reach here yet because
Yeah, the corporate side. I mean, firstly, God help those who help themselves. So we've been trying to do some little things that would generate some funds for us at the CDC. I mean, it's still a bit of a challenge, but we're getting there. One of the things that we decided to do this year is that in the past we would have just sent a general sponsorship letter or a little proposal, but we sat down for a long period of time and we look at each company or each business and we created a sponsorship deck that fits them. So it's not a one size fits all kind of thing. And we are seeing some good traction so far, but it could get better. And I mean, persons are saying, they've changed their vision in terms of how they want to deal with sponsorship and what's not. But we are still grateful for the sponsors that are on board already. Big up Hyroon. I mean, big up Hyroon. Hyroon is always on board with Vincy Mas. I mean, they do have a choice. I mean, the National Bay, you can't have the National Bay in the carnival.
the bay of the season.
Yeah, but it has to come from Q. That sense of belonging and ownership. Vincy Mas is not Radina. Vincy Mas is not DJ Q. It's not Ricardo Adams. Until we all understand that this festival belongs to us and we have that level of ownership where we can defend it and own it. Because don't get twisted with Vincy people now. You go online and talk bad about Vincy and Carnival. You go see how they eat.
But that's the only support we just get.
But that's the point, and that's what we have to move away from.
And I don't like it, Rodney, because I don't like it. No, I don't like it because we quick to defend we think when somebody else try to shoot it down, but we don't own it.
Naturally, we don't defend it naturally,
and that's bad.
I mean,
it is bad, bro. It is bad.
Yeah, most definitely. That has to go all the way back to school days, where you start from them young people, them little children who are coming up. That is so curious.
So what's the solution?
We have to go back into the schools. We have to go back into the community. And at the same time, we have to embrace what they have to offer in terms of modernization and innovation.
You know what really kind of get me right is that these businesses know come Carnival, their revenue, they are going to up. They know that.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And you want to tell me you can't find it fit to say, boy, let me help make this thing bigger. See, if I'm making $10 now, I put back 2,
right,
and I'm making back 4.
You triple that. You see, it has to be a mindset thing, and we at the CDC, we're not going to stop. We're going to continue. I mean, the partnership is very important, and as I said, the scaling of carnivals right now is Jamaica is number 1 because of
for what reason?
Brand and corporate. Then you have Barbados, who is number 2. Because again,
same thing
of corporate and tourism.
And we could come as low as we
Grenada. Yeah.
Same thing.
Grenada is more identity and legacy and these things. I mean, but our people have to understand that the festival belongs to all of we.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This is 100 million festival and everybody benefit. People I never see own icebox in Carnival.
Of course. Of course.
You know what I mean? But
and that's it. You went into CDC as a new face, a younger person, taking over from Ashford, right?
Yeah.
Who was more of a, well, obviously an ageable person. How do you manage to merge the modern time and still continue tradition? Keep the culture.
I mean, I'm happy for my own background and upbringing. Right, because I come up in a time where...
Because you remember back then, it was before you get in, it was like, oh, the CDC thinks old.
Old, yeah. But it's the marriage, Q.
But at the same time, you can't get rid of all it. You can't get rid of all of that.
It's the marriage and understanding these two things can exist. It's the marriage that is very important. The old and the new, as you want to call it.
How do the Calypsonian respond to you?
Well, them is my brethren. And they're coming around. Because if you go right now, tent happening right now. If you
I
go
know
in the
tonight
tent,
is judging, right?
if you go in the tent right now,
Mhm.
the tent dress up differently. If you look at their social media is different. I sit with them. You understand? I sit with them. I help them out. I talk with them, and they also talk with me. So I learning from them while they're learning from me. Jonah sat with them and give them tips on how their social media could be different. The only struggle is getting them to record. But we get there now. We go get it. We go get it. We go find a way. But the fact that they when I see them, when I sit in a room with them, and I see how attentive they are and listening to me and the support they call. If them never were you there, no. You see the component called Calypso and the component called Mas. You see them two committee. You see them today against you. There's problems in the camp. But they have embraced me. Yeah, boy, they just fight for what they want. But the fact that they embrace me as a youngster and teach me a lot of things. And I mean, Abijah, I want to big up Abijah and people like Patches and Kaba and all these. And Zainai is my partner right through.
I would like to get Zainai inside though.
But he's a real bad man. But Zainai has always been a friend of mine, even before he became a board of director. Right? So we always had that respect. But the marriage is important.
Right.
I mean, the foundation.
Even with Mas too, because you know the cry out there with traditional Mas with the modern the Mas band.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I moved from the traditional Mas to the modern.
But there's going to be a full circle. Mark this date. June 10th, we in?
So this June 10th, right?
There's going to be a full circle where we go back to all these things. Remember now when we wearing belts bottom, you know? Bigfoot pants, you know? I mean, we now coming from skinny foot jeans and tight this and tight that. Now we seeing men and even women now going back to some of the fashion that from happening long ago. Full circle.
So you say we're going back to the traditional Mas at some point.
We have to. Q. As much as AI is wrong and all that, AI can't build mass, you know? So you need the human element inside there.
You need the human element.
Yeah, and again, as part of our plan is that the mass bands are incorporated. They have a plan to go into the schools. How do we make mass a part of art and craft? How do we make mass a part of the art programs that are in the school? So we just sit down, execute an event. The sustainability, the preservation, the development, the continuation, the fun, the enjoyment, the positioning. So people say, oh, you know what you're doing. All you could do is produce events. That's fine.
That's part of the job anyway.
Of course.
Because Bacchanal Bay.
Sunday.
It's Sunday. Hey, let me go right there. We know what's out there on the media right now. I don't
know, you have to tell me.
There was the
selections
on Monday.
Of course, yesterday.
Yeah, Monday. Yesterday. Today's what?
The prelims was Monday. So the list came out yesterday.
Well, I ain't talking yesterday, I'm talking Monday.
Right.
So the selection was Monday.
Right.
And the list came out yesterday.
Drink something, man.
Let me get a bottle of water, please. Give me a bottle of water. Give me something water cool. I mean, it's time to get into a little Bacchanal love. People remember Behind the Mic. It's brought to you by High Room Bay and Building and Loan. Borrow 10,000. Yeah. 3 years to pay back.
You're joking?
Yeah, boy. Call Candice in the morning, you know?
Boy, Candice, I bet you listening to me right now. We in that.
Anyway.
We in that.
Bacchanal.
B.
Sunday is Bacchanal B.
B,
right. So we had these selections on Monday. And then the list come out yesterday. And from the time the list came out, it's Bacchanal. You couldn't find a better name, you know? Who ain't get picked? Who deserve to get picked? First question. What is the judging criteria for the selections?
No, the prelims is not a performance event.
Which was evident.
Is where you...
Got a lot of people talking, but they don't
understand.
They don't understand. So
help
we understand. Because I have a query to I have no how Jasper get picked. In the groovy. So, I mean, we all get our own thing, but I would love to know.
So you soften me up in the beginning. Thinking we're going to nice for come now, put me on the fire?
I ain't putting you on the fire. I just want to know. So, maybe we don't know the explanation.
Well, first...
What is the judging
criteria?
What did the judges was looking for?
Okay. Now, firstly, I need persons to understand that it was a song competition. Meaning, a panel of judges sat down and they listened to the song. And they judge based off the criteria that is in front of them.
And what is the criteria?
So persons were saying, oh, So one to the performance, he's a better performer. And then if you realize we made it very transparent, where we went live, so persons could see the process.
Hence the reason when they would not be on the mic on Monday.
Oh my God.
I give CDC, I say that's all it takes.
Big up.
And I sit down and I share it on my platform too.
Right. So we have lyrics, which was 20 points, musical arrangement, 20 points, and melody, 10 points. So you realize you ain't hear nothing but stage presence and performance and crowd response. Because that was not the nature of the prelims.
So people who ball know it's crowd response.
Well, yeah, we hold that for Sunday in the Bacchanal Bay.
Right.
Right? No.
So they were looking for
melody,
musical
arrangement,
and
lyrics. Yeah.
And add up to
50, 20,
points.
20, 10.
Right.
3 judges.
Right.
Now, 179 entries.
Okay.
179 entries. And Q, while everybody obviously have their picks and they have their horse in the ring, the judge's role is to sit with the criteria and judge what they are hearing.
And to the 179 songs.
179 songs. So I hear people saying, oh, but this is a big song. And this song mash up the place over the weekend. Again, listening a song for enjoyment and listening a song that is being judged is two different things.
Right.
I may agree that there's some picks that I personally as a trained judge probably would have picked. But you cook pillow different than me.
It's still pillow.
It's still pillow. You like what you like. We are different human beings.
Right.
When I made like melody lines that has more of a minor feel, you may not like it.
Right.
Remember, it's not robots judging, where you could punch in things.
It's human beings.
It's human beings. And that's why your judging system is very important.
Right.
To eliminate any sort of bias or anything inside it. I don't get involved in the judging process. The judges do their thing. We see list scores. The auditors pick them up. They do the verification. We release the list.
Right.
Now, I just see some kind of things and end up in problems, But if we check it out and if we're really honest about it, Q, any artist who are entering competition, there's two things that you must bear in mind.
Right.
It could only go two ways. You win
or you lose.
or you lose.
Correct.
Do not go into any competition with those type of mindset about expectations and your own predicaments and opinions and all these things. You go into a competition with your criteria as one of the main thing. You rehearse with the criteria in mind. You perform with your criteria in mind. You produce with your criteria in mind if you're producing for competition only.
Yeah, and I was telling an artist that up to last night, a competition song is different from just any other song. It is.
I mean,
sometimes a song that you didn't really build for competition, it could eventually go and dominate. But sometimes I know producers build a song specifically
for the stadium. Yeah, and what I want to tell every young artist,
all my productions were built for the stadium.
You see, and that because
I mean, I could
build
stand up
with the criteria in mind.
Of course,
right. Now, what I want to say, because the development part I'm telling you about is what I'm speaking here on now. Do not go into competition, right, with expectations. Go into competitions with excellence in mind. You see, once you go into competition with expectations, because I feel like I have a big song and it play on the road and I have 500 likes or 10,000 things, you're gone wrong.
You know what? We're straight about here. What I went to the Salty one, rural soca and the big songs and then that we DJs playing in parties, even anyone in East St. George too. Some of these songs did not even need place.
But what do you call a big song?
No, when I say big song, like popular. Popular song.
Popular
Sorry.
Song. Right.
Fancy, popular song, right? But anyway, back to Bacchanal. So
the criteria,
right.
and very important, because a lot of persons on the media have been asking, and we're going to publish these things.
Yeah, we need to.
We normally give it to the artists, but I think the public need to have an appreciation for them. right? So those are the three things, and I know the judges will judge, and I mean they come with a list, right? And we publish it, but the reality is everybody won't be able to make it.
That's the reality.
And CDC don't set out and sit down to say, oh, we ain't want you, or we ain't want that. If that is the case, then we don't need to have a prelims that is transparent. And I think we just pick a group of men or women and say, this is who we are. But there would be no structure. Now, mind you, and I am going to put this out there. As much as I do feel the pain of some of these persons who are disappointed because they didn't make it, and that is okay, and that is fine, and you know what I mean, I feel it for them, right? Because you know the expectation of going to semis or going to finals, some are for the first time they're entering, but you cannot center your career around a competition. You didn't make it to Bacchanal Bay, or you didn't make it to Big Bad Soca Monarch. That does not mean the same energy that you had to push your song to go into Soca Monarch, it should stop. Keep the same energy. Keep pushing the music. Because we still have road march if you're still so, you know what I mean, you want to be a part of it. But there's still Global Carnival.
Right.
There's Miami Carnival. There's Grenada Carnival. There's St. Lucia Carnival. So that is why I made the point that don't go into competition with expectations, but go into it with excellence. And if you understand that, regardless of if 3 people who select you, which are the judges, or not, there's still how much people in the world could hear your song, could appreciate your song for what it is.
Right.
So my advice to the younger artists is that do not center your career, your musical career, around competition. Problem with Child stopped competing many years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Where's his career now?
Up.
James EP stop competing years ago. Where's his career now? You understand? Voice and Marshall and these guys stop competing, but their career still continues. We're not bashing anybody because we love and support all of our artists. And I want to say a major congratulations to the 179 of them, not for only entering, but for contributing.
Right.
We see contributions.
There's a lot of songs though.
Yeah, and there's more. Problem Child alone have 21 songs out.
I know. More than that though.
Well, they hear. So for the young artists, don't be discouraged. Or for the artists who didn't make it, don't be discouraged. Don't go on the media and cuss and carry. And yes, you have emotions. You're only human, but you still have to be mindful of your professional career.
But I think most of the people them who is I don't like using the word bashing, but who have the concerns why they sing a pig, why that. I think most of them going off on popularity of the songs.
Yeah, and some of the popular songs, I probably would have picked them as a judge. But
because
again,
I am not until Kitty B, big up Kitty B, is my boy.
Yeah, bless.
It's not until he came and clear up that he did not enter Come Over, I realized, so he entered a whole completely different song. But I think a lot of people was actually in his on his side. I think a lot of people was actually asking why he didn't get picked, because they probably thought he entered Come Over.
Yeah, a lot of people were cussing about it, but he did not enter Come Over. I mean, supposed to was saying, how come Come Over didn't get selected? But he did not. And a lot of other songs out there that persons are
I think some of the artists did not even enter.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the nature of competition. And I mean, again, don't be discouraged. That we still support their music. The same energy that we're using now to say, boy, why they didn't get picked. That we use the same energy and push the songs regionally and globally.
Right.
Go and share it on their streaming platforms and all these things. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's this old cry out there. Back on our base Sunday, people all they go and support it. No, they go already. What's the admission?
40. So you get
40
44 artists.
44 artists.
For $40.
There was a little mix up though. With the list. What was that all about?
So again, human nature, the human element of it.
I saw it today, but I didn't get to read it.
They placed one of the persons who were actually supposed to be in power. Her name was under Raga. And it's not a Raga song. So we had to obviously put her in her rightful category and bring up the persons who were next in Raga. Right? But we issue an apology there, and you know what I mean? It
and I think one of the artists, and this is what happened, one of the artists who got brought up was one of the cry how he didn't make it.
Yeah. See?
So he's like, if he get, why the rest can't get? Hey, Beyond the Mic, brought to you by Harry Bear, the Bear of the season, and Building and Loan. Remember, you borrow 10, you get 3 years to pay it back. 10,000, alright? CDC boy, and they walk cut off here.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know.
It's a vibe.
They just cry out there right now, Randy, with you see it. He's a man on social media. I mean, you sees everything. You don't comment on everything, but you sees everything. With the promoters not booking artists not getting enough shows.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough band shows. Like, you know, what's your comment on that? And what is your take on that? Because the CDC do hire artists.
Yeah, I mean, and that's
every is a big hired artist show. You know, well, outside of the competitions, right? What is your take on that?
Yeah. Again, something.
Yeah, I know you're a busy
it come
man.
back to culture too, no?
Mm-hmm.
As I said, come back to culture in the sense of how we are cultured, right? I mean, because if these promoters see the value in these things, I mean, we shouldn't have to be crying out for them to happen, but it is a worrying thing for us at the CDC. Actually,
the CDC pay attention to it.
Yeah, it's a worrying thing because the artists come and they will come and express themselves and all these things and what's not, right? But for us, we are watching it and we are monitoring, and we have to find a way in how first encourage before we try to regulate it. Because in Grenada, they already regulate it. As a private promoter, you have to have 50% local artists or local cultural things on your event. Now, an artist came to me yesterday and he said to me...
Say that again? As a promoter?
As a private promoter, you have to have about 50% cultural things at your event before it is sanctioned.
That's already regulated
in Grenada.
In Grenada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? An artist came to me yesterday after the list came out and said, boy, boss, I ain't make it now. So you know that's it for me for the season. Q. That run all kind of emotions through my body. Because it means that if these artists don't make it to competition or make it past the prelims,
there's no stage for them.
There's nothing for them. And that is worrying. Because the CDC, we could only do so much. I mean, we could only do so much. And if we start doing more than what we're doing, forces are going to complain to say, boy, that is not the CDC mandate. But it eventually might have to. And this is me saying it personally, not as Rodney as the CEO, right? Me personally. Because if a man could say after competition, after prelims, there's no way he can get another gig where he can pay off for his production. That is worrying. Because the next big thing is, what I'm seeing is Wet Vet, Elevate, your own event queue, and Brunch and Soca. Those are the events that I'm seeing artists are booked for. And I think Solaris have one or two local artists there. But it is something that we collectively have to look at. And as I said, as a CDC, we would have to encourage it before we try to regulate it. And because we don't want to bring a heavy fist and thing. But if our artists are crying
but it all boils down to the dollars and cents, right?
Yeah, but if we, again, if you put food in my plate and tell me eat, I will eat it. But if you don't put it, you understand, I can't eat it. So if you don't encourage these things in your event, then the patrons are going to continue to love what you give them. So if you continue to give them DJ, they're going to, that's what they're going to gravitate to.
A man said to the DJ getting 40 bookings. Who DJ get 40 bookings?
You.
No, I get 40 bookings.
You, but the only thing you must say, you was playing funeral too. but you understand where I'm getting at, right? I mean, it is something that is worrying to me personally and to the CVC, because it means that if it continue like this, we're going to be losing a lot of our artists. Because I mean, they're not getting the opportunity to even make some money where they could pay back for their production and their producers. You understand? So it's just kind of something that we would have to have a collective conversation about.
So that's a deeper conversation.
Of course, it's way deep. It's way deep. But again, my encouragement is private promoters, at least 3, at least 4, according to the size of the event. Call them, book them, negotiate with them. So if you think it's a dollars and cents thing, and you feel like if you don't have the budget to pay 3,000 or 4,000, have a conversation, negotiate. You understand?
3,000 5 minutes.
Yeah, come on. If that's what it is, that's what it is. When you go to the supermarket and this you see this conversation here, boy Q. When you go to the supermarket and you buy the cash register, it's only two things you have, no?
Pay, I go out there, pay,
leave them right there.
Right?
You understand?
So
you can't go and negotiate and ask for.
But hold on. But I some promoters different. I think some promoters try to book a local artist.
Yeah. But then why is the problem?
I will tell you something to Randy. I think this issue is bigger than us.
Right.
And it boils back to culture and the people them owning, as in the patriots, everybody as a collective, you know. I don't think like we as people respect the creatives. And I say we as in party goers, event goers. You understand? Because we all know when a promoter put off an event, he want the best for that event. He want vibes. He want that promoter just need energy. He needs his event to be a top tier, because I know promoters watch another event, boy, I want my event sky higher than the one. Right? And we the people do not appreciate our own artists. Because I will put them on a stage. I will say, okay then. Elevate, I have 8 local acts on my event this year. Right? And I've put local acts on my stage before. And Ronnie, I home changing my clothes to get back to the venue, and I get big phone calls. Oh, next don't bring them on the wall. Give me a DJ. Then the board. Again, and these are from not foreigners. We own local people. So how do we strike the balance? How do we please, like? And again, you know what's funny? That some of the complaints and the cry that we getting is from some of these same people. So while the artists them is out the same, promoters don't book them. I think it's a deeper thing.
Of course.
It ain't just that a promoter don't want to book you. From time I launch Elevate, one of the first questions I keep getting, who you bringing?
From like outside?
Yes. Who you bringing in this year?
I mean,
it. I don't know.
The artists them have a lot of work to do too, where that is concerned, right? But if they put in the work and they're not being booked, that is another conversation, right? Because I know that there are artists who are putting in the work, working on their brand, working on their performance, working on their image, and they're still not being booked. You understand? I mean, so it is a twofold. It is a collective conversation we need to have, right? It really needs that collective conversation, because we can't continue along the same lines, right? Because the artists them too need to understand that they have to be a brand. Because if you're investing in an artist to come on your show, you must see the return of investment where that is concerned. But we can't just sit back and say we're not going to book them. We have to do workshops, we have to do training. There's some networking capacity.
I was not going to ask, how does the CDC work along with these artists?
I mean,
especially the young ones, bro.
Well, you see,
because Ronnie, I go to some of these rural soca monarch again, when I see some of these artists, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you see, and again, I don't want to sound like I'm defending them, but I have
to.
It's
not a matter of defending them. It's a reality.
Yeah, but in this context where they're not given or don't have the enough avenue or opportunity to really practice their craft.
But how does the CDC?
Well, that's another thing. The CDC have been doing multiple workshops. And if we
how much of them come?
That's the thing.
All right then.
That's the thing. But we're not going to stop. We're going to find ways of how we can reach them and how we can engage them. But we can't stop. We cannot stop. Right? And we had this Soca Monarch Bacchanal Bay meeting a while ago. And there's a reason why we did Bacchanal Bay this early. Because last year we did it the 22nd of June.
I realized
we're doing it the 14th because the idea is that we want to give the finalists enough time to prepare. So that the overall product.
1 week or 1
yeah,
week.
so now you have more than time. But within that period of announcing the finalists after Sunday, we're going to take everybody into a workshop. So Rodney will take a group, you will take a group, Bomani will take a group, and we are responsible for running through them some
That's the
practical
finalist,
work.
right?
Yeah, that's the finalist. But eventually, directly after Carnival, we want to do a Carnival forum. We want to do a big retreat. There's so much things that we have planned for after Carnival to help with the development of our practitioners, not just the artists, because the pan players want some of it, the calypsonians want some, the mass bands, mass builders want some also. So there's a lot of things that we have in store where development is concerned. But for right now, we have to get our artists them ready for the full 10 days of Carnival, even the ones that you are booking. And I mean, there's still room for some big songs to come out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, come about and stuff like that. But we have to work together, and that's what is important. I mean, so if CDC do the development stuff and the training, quite naturally we would want to encourage the promoters to book them, right? Because you could go to a classroom every day, but if you're not getting that experience to really show what you've been learning, I mean, that is a whole different situation by itself. So work hand in hand. CDC train them, whoever train them, and then the private promoters and the CDC book them, and then that's how we will get them, I mean, seasoned and ready. But it can't be where it's only around Carnival time an artist is looking to push the same energy. The other day I see on a radio that the artists them just want to eat a food, and everybody vex with me.
But that's the reality.
Yeah, but they vex with me because if, let's picture the energy and the effort that these artists are now putting in to go into competition. Picture if they do that 365 days.
You get better at it.
Of course. But again, we're so competition driven, which is fine because competition it looks good on your CV and your resume, but we have to balance it off. We have to really balance it off, and then we have a role to play, and I mean everybody have a role to play where the development of these artists are concerned.
Good. Artists, all the girl ask again. Promoters don't just book all the just. And that is the reality. That is the harsh reality. It is what it is. What about live bands in shows and more? They crying for more live instrumenting events and.
Again, same situation as the artists. There are bands who come, there are bands who go because same thing. They're not being booked and all of that. But I enjoy a live show. I know there are a lot of persons who enjoy a live show too, and it's the best way to go. I'm not bashing the DJs, but again, there must be a level of balance. I mean, every show would not be a live band show because that also is costly. You understand? But again, I'm encouraging some of the private promoters. And I mean, include some of it.
Rodney, it'll just like how you does have a hard time negotiating, going to these private sectors for sponsors.
It's still a hard fight.
You don't think it's a bigger fight?
No,
private promoters.
No, but I see
because you know, Ronnie. Remember, you're a promoter too, and you're not just a regular promoter. You actually, I know, when you don't take out the CEO hat for a little bit. Here. When you don't budget out Steel Expression and you watch that budget, and you does a live show, instruments, right?
Yeah.
Correct is right. You think the average promoter have that, let me use Vincy term, back ends to really put off a band show in their event?
But you see, the thing is, right, it come back down to brand and your pull, your natural pull, right? My event didn't start on the 11, which it is now. I had to put in a lot of work, and again, where the bands are concerned, the bands have to convince you as a promoter enough to book you, and that convincing is not just I can play good, but that convincing is about I could bring 500 people to your event. Right. I could bring 200 people to your event. How do we do that? How do we get to that point? I mean, I think we are
everybody looking for a payday run.
Yeah, that's the point. So if I have a band, and I could guarantee you that I could bring 500 people to your event queue, that is going to obviously drive your ticket sales. That's enough. That is more than enough reason for you to book me. But I mean, I don't know if we have that situation now, right? But again, collective conversation. These are the things that we need to talk about. I mean, corporate. It come right back down to corporate St. Vincent, right? In terms of sponsoring these events, because these private promoters and these private shows are part of the overall product of Vincy Mas, right? We can't have one set of events,
right?
I mean, you can't only have CDC cultural events, and mind you, CDC this year we are changing our approach. Our events this year are more about experience and not so much what is happening on the stage, because we know the stage is going to be good, The mass bands them are going to build nice costumes. The pan sides are going to play nice music. The artists are going to sing good music. The calypsonians are going to sing. So we have that technically covered. How do we make you feel when you come to the event?
Right.
That is the direction this year.
I come in Panorama this year though.
You ain't coming up now.
But I was there last year.
You play last, eh? You play
Wow.
for Panorama?
No, I ain't play Panorama.
You
no,
ain't DJ for Panorama?
No, I was in the park for Panorama. last.
Nah, something wrong.
And I come in this year again.
But you have to encourage people to come to Steel
But
and
that
Glitter.
would be on the mic for.
Right.
I go in Panorama.
Right, we go in
I play
Panorama.
Monkey Band too.
And here we're going on to, right? Panorama this year is Steel and Glitter. It's mass and pan. And we're putting a party stand.
Right.
Come for the pan and mass, stay for the lime. So if you don't like pan and you don't like mass, but you want to come for lime, we have an area for you.
Right.
And eventually, when you hear the sweet song of pan, you're going to love it. And when you see the costumes under the lights, you're going to love it. So again, it's all about the patrons' experience, right? How do we want you to feel? Why is the vibe? Why is the atmosphere? So when you come Steel and Glitter and you go in the party stand, you know what I mean? You meet people, you network. I mean, there's a whole different atmosphere. I mean, and for those who love the culture and love the pan and love the mass, we also have a whole different atmosphere for you too. So our one of the things that are driving our events this year is really experience.
Right.
And I mean, how do we want our people to feel?
Somebody said we need to keep the band active and support the live bands are the root of music.
Of course, most definitely. And then if we're not careful in a queue, we're going to have a bunch or a batch of artists who never had that experience of performing with a live band.
Right.
Never. Because even when it's so common, you're only performing that one song for
Right.
competition, which is different than if you have to do a catalog. You know how sweet that is as a performer with a live band behind you. But we have to work together. I mean, we have to work together. See, all of our shows are live shows. All of our shows are live shows because the majority of them are competition. Calypso Monarch is live. Evo is live. You understand where I'm coming from? And we have to encourage it. Private promoters. But you use a rich promoter.
Me, I'm not rich, bro. Don't
Who-
make the artists that they that.
Who's your guest
I got
artist? Who's your guest artist? Your main guest artist?
I have Problem, I have Skinny, I have
Really?
Fireman, I have Seiko, I have El Punk, I have Key Currency, who else?
Poser. How you go forget
Poser, who else? I forget somebody.
Man, you could put in a live band in that. Andrew. Abby.
I'm in talk with a live band.
Andrew.
But
Abby.
I tried to get another sponsor to pay for the live.
Boy,
Hey,
we part of the boy. Manage. Teddy. Potay. Lamont. Put some money in there, man. You see I'm making a bid for you?
yeah. It's a good bit, it's a good bit.
Yeah,
But I love live band. I love live music.
yeah, quite
I
natural.
love live.
And you hear it in your productions too.
Huh?
You hear it in your productions too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love live music. When I do in production, every time to bring in a bass man to play that, I bring in him live bass. You know what I mean? I love live music. Hey, beyond the mic, man, it's sponsored by our High Room Bear, the bear of the season. And remember, building a loan, get a carnival loan, get a vacation loan, borrow up to $10,000, and you get 3 years to pay it back.
Candice, I come by in the morning.
You going to make Candice?
We in that.
We in that.
We in that.
We in that. We in
So
that.
I can support the mass too.
Of course.
I can enjoy the mass.
You need to.
Candice, give me a top up. You give me a 15. I can take a 15.
Which day to look forward most in Carnival?
Boy, you
There
check.
must be a day. Come on. Outside pan.
This man, boy. I'm in love with Calypso Monarch, the Masquerade. The whole theatrics and Soca Monarch. Them two.
I love Soca.
That is with productions and theatrics and lighting and
That's your thing.
like it because the whole ecosystem come alive. The decoration people, the confetti people, the fireworks, the designers, the people who make the costume for everybody just come alive, and I just love seeing that. I mean, of course, Pan, I would always be biased to that, but Soca Monarch and the Masquerade, I love them two shows. The whole theater industry just come alive. I mean, the whole music industry just come alive. Even people who doing decoration, even the carpenters, boy, you know, see some kind of thing built for Soca Monarch and Calypso Monarch. You know?
I spotted that.
Yeah. Remember, you have plenty crunk and that thing, you know. But I will ask you a question, you know.
You can't come on mind.
No problem.
You could ask me a question. We can ask me.
Boy, They have me in a hot seat and if you use a party the camp, you know.
Which camp?
Who defending? I mean,
I was not gonna ask you that.
But the song, you drop the song yet?
Who defending?
Man, we come here for talk behind the mic.
But we talk is behind the mic with it.
Who defending what? Football. I defending Brazil. Brazil.
Who defending Monarch?
Which one is Monarch?
So come on out.
Bongo Prime. Bongo Prime.
That's Raga. Who defending Power?
We have not getting any indication yet because the privilege of the winner
is to say whether they defending or not.
Yeah.
And by rights.
I hear you have a song to drop.
A production.
Yeah, well, you drop it yet?
No, I ain't drop it yet.
Not today, you say?
Yeah.
Midnight?
You didn't do that.
Well, I stay here until it drop. But yeah,
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I must say, yeah. I mean, so we done back at Derby. What are some of the other shows CDC have come? I know Steel and Glitter.
Kiddies Carnival.
Which
Which we're going to do a 3-day Coney Island.
okay.
We're gonna create the marriage again, patrons experience.
And that is
So on
June
Saturday, the 27th,
27, right?
we're going to do a Coney Island with the Kiddies Carnival.
I'm looking for Evo though. So just something about Evo. I don't know. I as I always tell people, I had the privilege to get some of the old heads and
Boy,
the
you can't say
legends.
that, huh?
Sorry, I know that key.
Boy,
I
they
know
go cuss
you
you.
know did I pull it back?
Who you calling old?
Yeah, I get the privilege to experience some of the legends and working at the music center and fall in love with the music and the new era. I just love Evo. And I think Evo is the only show that actually gives me that kind of feel.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And that was what it was meant for. It was actually the evolution of vintage music. And that was the chairman's baby. That idea came from Ricardo Adams.
Right.
And you know what I mean? The very first one when we had
Run Pumpy.
was Touch Run Pumpy.
Yeah.
And these bands, boy.
I was there.
That was real good.
I was there.
And even this year it's going to be great.
Right. So we are Junior Carnival.
And then we have Junior Panorama, which is Sunday. So we're going to maintain the Coney Island in all the junior shows.
Right. And then the Junior Calypso and Soca, the Tuesday, right?
And then we keep the Coney Island.
Oh, that is
But-
3 days.
Yeah, but boy, we have something coming for Junior Calypso and Soca that I know once we drop that. And we change the time. Before we used to start 1 and 2 o'clock where the parents couldn't get to run off work and see the children perform. So we put it to 4 o'clock where we're going to regulate things, make sure that they get home safely and all these things. So Junior Calypso Soca, there's something that persons would have to look forward to. I mean, the marketing team, they tell me, boy, don't even slip up and say anything. But we have some of the great, but the greatest feeling for Junior Calypso Soca is when you see all these young people on stage singing and appreciating. I mean, we had the prelims over the weekend, and Q, when I hear some of the Calypso, and there's a little girl that is singing a Raga Soca, my God. I mean, the Raga Soca is just amazing, and her vocal delivery and her passion for it is amazing. You know what I mean? And we have plenty examples of persons who came out at that competition. We have Hans, we have Papa Das.
Right.
You understand? We have Papa Das, we have Hans, we have Chanel, we have Man Kemi, and many more. You understand? That's where it started for them.
Correct.
That's why I tell you, we have to go back in the schools. You understand? But yeah. And then, of course, you mentioned Steel and Glitter on the Thursday.
Right.
And Friday we have Evo. Saturday we have the Big Bad Soca Monarch. Sunday we have the Masgra.
Right.
Monday, of course, Juve and Monday Jam. Boy, Monday Jam nice too.
Yeah.
Boy, very nice.
Juve. I feels like I don't want to say over the years we'll be losing it, but yeah. I think Juve need something. Big up Country Meet on my Juve band for the past 20 years. I've been playing with Country Meet up. There were instances when it's them alone on the street of Kingston. I don't know how many Juve band we have this year, but I think like we need to do, in my honest opinion, and I don't know how you feel from a CDC standpoint where Juve is concerned. And you bring back the Monkey Band, kudos to you and the boys.
And Hyper 4000.
I did the Monkey Band this is I do a Monkey.
You saying so?
Bro, I do a Monkey Band and then I go, huh?
You don't register?
Don't worry say about that.
Alright, no problem.
The defending champion don't have to register. Anyway, I do a Monkey Band and then I go in Country Meet up. But anyway,
course.
Juve, I think we need to do, in my opinion, we need to do a little bit more for Juve. I think, and I go say it again, there are foreigners
Right.
who come to Vincy Mas for the past 10, 15 years and never go to Juve.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
Yeah, well, we're working on it because there's all.
I don't know if the product is not attractive to them. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know from a marketing standpoint. Maybe you could answer that.
Yeah,
better than me.
we need to be a little more aggressive with the marketing for Juve, and I you know what I mean there are a lot of competing events also going on during Juve. There are some persons who complain that there are too many children in the Juve, but that was a thing
that's where I
growing up.
start.
Yeah,
that's where I start my carnival.
And then we just have to work on the marketing and pushing it in people's face and make that they know that this is also an event. I mean, it is also a part of the calendar. So from the CDC standpoint, we are putting in some work there. As you realize, we have put out the monkey band. We have another flyer that is going out that is going to speak towards the traditional Juve with the placards
by the market.
Yeah, correct. We're going to push that out. And quite naturally, as you said, the options, because it's been country meat tongue alone. Manage big up.
But big up manage. I ain't lying. I know manage probably frustrated right now.
No, you can't stop. I tell them so.
You can't stop?
No, you can stop. I mean, we want.
Rodney take it easy when he country meat tongue pull out. And the whole of Kingston want to be behind this one bad.
Of course, you're in high demand. But we're trying to encourage RJR to come back and everybody else who want to come for Juve, you know what I mean? But we don't want it to just be a thing where people just come in and bring in a band on the road.
Right.
You have to stay true to what Juve is.
Right.
You understand? Because when country meet tongue come and you don't get your paint and whatever, and, you know what I mean? The atmosphere is still right and nice. Right? So
manage inside here tomorrow.
So why you didn't bring me tomorrow with manage?
No.
Last year was me and manage.
Yeah, that one would separate you guys.
Yeah, boy. And then we have a new Juve band that's coming, Raquel from New York.
Okay, big up. That is okay, big up Raquel. Yeah,
Glow or something
yes,
like that.
yes, big up Raquel.
I mean, so we have one or two Juve band that is coming, and of course with what we are seeing for the registration for Monkey Band so far is amazing.
Monkey Band Global.
Yeah, big up Chainsaw. Big up Hyper 4000. Hyper 4000 mean pushing that right through. He was one of the man say, boy, smart, even before I became Steel.
Yeah.
But we have to push the monkey band. And I'm happy that all them young people like Jonard Ford, who went to Grenada and it snaps like joke in the jab.
You have to do Monkey Band this year.
He have to.
Yes.
He have to. I will go
Cardi
play
man government name.
Jonard Ford and Javed Collis. Better known as Specs. You want to see them in Grenada,
yeah, I know, man.
So they will come
I know.
and they big up all those sports in the diaspora who supported the monkey band last year. It was a last minute thought. Shandy. You know Shandy from Planet. So Shandy and them come in the monkey band too. So big shop, I know she probably listening too.
Yeah.
And I mean, she just put me in the hot seat. She have a program something like
Miss
this.
Finley say call them out.
Carl out.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want to get Auntie Jean back in the good.
Yes. But I mean, I'm encouraging persons to come and be a part of the monkey band. Come to the CDC and register. I mean, we have two sections.
Put on my name,
Nah. I want to see you come and
Ronnie,
register.
I'm a busy man, bro.
No
I'll call it tomorrow.
You can't be too busy for the culture. Don't try that, no.
But now it's for the culture.
Right. And we have two sections of the monkey band. We have the general section and we're doing a premium section. But when we say premium, we ain't talking high in alcohol.
Careful, let's say premium.
Listen to the package. There's a particular time when we lock off the registration and we know the foreigners are home. We're going to put you on a bus. We're going to take you down to Leeward, where we're building these costumes. You're going to go and you're going to get the history of Monkey Band. You're going to go and see the costumes being made. You're going to be a part of making your costume. And then you're going to have that experience of knowing the history and gather all the information and the knowledge about the Monkey Band. That is one element of the premium package.
Right.
Then your costume is going to be different. Because if you know the different characters, you could have the thing on your back, you could have the claws. Them is for the premium people.
Okay.
Then you have, of course, a different kind of breakfast. Cocoa tea, modongo bakes, because are fully traditional. You understand? And the general people, you yourself, you have your package too. But the most important part about the premium package queue is the fact that you are able to go and on the tour, gather information, gather history, be there on spot when they're making them. Ask them questions. So you ain't just going to come and put on a costume. So when you put on the costume, you feel empowered because you understand where it's coming from and what it's all about.
Somebody said to attract more tourists to Juve King, so we need to make it more accessible, well promoted, and visitors friendly.
Yeah.
Tourists are looking for authentic culture experience, great music, safety, and a chance to participate.
Very good points. All those points are amazing. And we do agree with some of these things. That's why we're calling it the Great Escape. So that is, again, it's very much friendly for you, not just the visitors, but even for our local people. And we're still the safest carnival in the world.
I know that.
Safest and cheapest.
And do is that what about it?
Q.
Don't even
Q.
talk about
I went
that.
to Trinidad in February.
Bro.
And it's 600 TT for go Panorama, no? General, no?
All right. How much ago was?
We a little $40.
And 600 TT is how much easy?
200 or 300.
300.
All right. And Trinidadians, that venue.
It's a vibe.
And it's full.
Bro, you remember? It's
But-
a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Yeah, but you see, again, it comes back to culture.
Mm-hmm.
And I am very hopeful that, I mean, in the next 5 years, we're going to get to that point where the little ones down there, once we continue to drive the culture to them,
Right.
we're going to get there. And embrace them. Embrace the innovations that they would bring and the fresh ideas and the modernization and all these things. Because we can't fight it enough. We have to see how we can make it a part of what we're trying to get done. Yeah?
Yeah. Good. And then we are choosing Mas.
The finale,
Yeah.
that's what name the grand finale.
You know, that's the only time. I'm telling all the people that's the only time I just drink Carnival. Big up Sister Karen. You don't know my thing there.
I play a traditional band the same man.
Yeah, well, that's good. Big up the traditional man. Big up the Nelson Block. Big up the Blondie Bird.
My Imagination.
My Imagination.
Tribes.
Tribe.
Leeward International.
Leeward International.
Utex.
Utex.
What we reaching now? Vorney and Ralph and the
Right.
Professionals. I just go line with them.
Fanatics.
Extreme Fanatics. You have a line in a Marston?
Players.
You have a line in a Marston? We're going Marston next week. Yeah,
Marston.
Yeah, we're going in a Marston next week.
Big up.
Who?
What's your name again? She go cost me, bro.
You don't even know the people them name. But we're going in Marston next week. You coming?
Big up Tana.
Of
Nelson
course.
Black. What the lady name again?
Ali.
Ali. Oh,
I know
God.
Ali is going to cost you.
Yeah, she ain't cost me. She said, "Oh my God, Q."
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the privilege to be around Nelson Black as a youth.
Yeah, nice.
That's how I know Tana
Nice.
for years, and
Nice.
I know Ali for years.
Yeah, but when you
And
go,
I seen Nelson Black was up St. Martin.
come on.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Of
Right.
course.
Good.
And it's always a great vibe. When I go to the Marston and I sit around and I just line with them, I just walk out feeling good. Much just to the panyard.
I have a question for you, and this is really a ticklish question. I get it last night. Well, yesterday when the list came out, and there was a lot of concern about it, and I'm gonna read it commonly live. I'm curious how Lexi can enter to Soca Monarch while still being a junior Soca Monarch. How you gonna answer that?
Why is the question?
That is it. They want to know why.
Why?
Yeah.
There's
How is it possible? I don't have a problem with it though. Big up Lexi, that is my little niece.
Right.
I don't have a problem with it.
one
Because I don't believe age should define
talent.
I don't believe in that. So big up Lexi, big up she whole supporting cast, big up Cameron, big up mommy. Big up she mommy, big up everybody. But it's a question that I see out there.
But why?
I don't know.
Is it? And I'm not saying for the person who posted the question, right? So I don't want you to feel that is it, because I'm also seeing some negative towards a young lady, and I had to.
Lexi?
Yeah.
Lexi's talented.
Yeah. Well, you should have been
Bro,
listening this morning.
Lexi is very talented.
No. I you see, and that's why I tell you, I speak on facts.
How old she is now?
I think she's probably about 12 or 13, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I can't remember off the
She
top
have a
of my
bright
head.
future though.
I there's no rule that says that. I mean, somebody
Right,
from
so
the junior.
I heard somebody was mentioning it, right? So I was like, as far as I know, being around Soca Monarch for years, I'd never know the CDC have a rule say a junior cannot
enter into the seniors.
And they were like, yes, there's a rule. I was like, there's something I have to ask.
There's no rule.
Okay.
Now, cute that we put it in our own world. But I can call it lump. If I call you lump, you know I know you for a long time. When we used to play football.
Right.
Right? Name some of the young footballers who made Brazil national. Young people make national.
I remember R9 in 94 World Cup. Never play a game. He was like only 17 years old. I remember
couple of them.
Brazil take Kaká.
Mbappe.
I call it some good name that people know.
Yeah.
I remember Brazil took Kaká to 98 World Cup. He was only 17 years old, so he didn't play a game. Mbappe recently. Yamal for Barcelona. He was actually 16 years old and a superstar for Barcelona.
Yeah.
So I understand where we're going with it.
So historically, and I'm not going to prolong the conversation until the CDC and the board of directors decide that we're going to put a rule where these young people cannot enter. I don't think it's a conversation that I need to have. Right? I think it has to come back to parenting.
Right.
The parents feel like they don't want to put her there yet, then so be it. If we put in a rule,
I mean, the only reason why I brought it up because when I was told that there was a rule, I never know of a rule. So clear that there's
But I want to go based on our history because I do a lot of reading and research. Papa Das.
Somebody said Myron Salmon made 7th national team at age 15.
Of course, and I was going to
And
come
he's
to
local.
that. Papa Das. The people who are speaking about it and who are more concerned about it, I don't know the age of some of the persons, and I'm not speaking to the person directly who posted the question because I appreciate the question. Papa Das came from the junior monarch just like Lexi.
Marshall Montano.
Papa Das came into the national monarch and win. I don't know if it's the people I'm afraid that Lexi might come and win.
Lexi's talented and she's brave.
Bro, we've seen this already. Papa Das. And if you know your history, Man Kemi. Well, he named Kemi Christopher now, but Man Kemi, if you know Man Kemi.
Man Kemi kicking on park, bro. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. St. Martin.
You see, I don't want to speak on this issue because I'm very passionate about young people.
Right.
I'm very passionate about young people.
But
I don't want
now,
to.
and then these are some of the same people who saying give the young people a chance.
Yeah, retire. Some of the old people retire. But then we're seeing continuation in front of our eyes. I understand some of the concern. She's going to be out late at night. You know what I mean? She's going to be exposed. But the parents are always there.
Yeah, she not consuming alcohol.
They say, are too young to soca. Oh, you're
Marsha.
making joke. I really don't want to entertain the conversation. I would entertain it when the CDC decide to bring a rule, then fine.
Right, so there's no rule, so we good.
There's no rule.
There is no rule. So people, there is no rule that Lexi, the young future talent, cannot enter to senior competition.
Papa Das. That's all I have to say. Papa Das.
Come to the juniors and beat up everybody.
And he win.
Win. Good. Boy, rendezvous, I don't know how it doesn't make it, but boy, all I could tell you, you're young, but you're big and you're bad. Hey, people, behind the mic brought to you by High Room Beer, the beer of the season. Building and loan, you borrow 10,000, you get 3 years to pay it back.
Coming for 15 guys.
I want you to, what advice can you give them, the young youth, the youths and them, the upcoming artists? Because I know plenty of them discouraged of that same bacchanal bay. Plenty of them feels like, a lot of them feels like they are being overlooked. There is no space for them. They're trying and they keep getting rejected. You know, what is some advice or some words of encouragement can you give to them?
I mean, a lot of the things that I can say, I would say, may come out very cliche. But are some of the things that I still live by daily to get by. I mean, be purpose driven. I mean, what that means, some people probably don't know what it means. I mean, go with your passion. Remind yourself why you started.
Right.
You see, once you remind yourself why you started, because even you too, where you are now as an established and an accomplished DJ, you have these moments of doubts. And it is all a part of the industry. I remember my professor telling me in Jamaica when I was studying. He said, Rodney, what are you crying about? This is a part of the thing people don't stone. Empty mango tree. But we are still humans. But for me, for the young artists or the young creatives,
Yes.
don't get frustrated.
Right.
Right? It is very easy for me to say this. Find outlets. If you can't manage your frustration on your own, find outlets. But I'm going to tell you this. This is a part of the industry. Just like how you have to practice, just like how you have to record, just like how you have to dress, just like how you have to go on stage. Understand that this is a part
You have
of
to learn
the
to come over.
industry.
You have to go over this whole lot.
I mean, it's not something that it is easy to accept. It took me a long time before I accept it. But I just want to encourage them to, go from your heart, why you started, passion, and then while you're doing that, research, ask questions, have a mentor. You know what I mean? Go and be around like-minded people,
Not your friends.
not your friends.
And I think that right there is the biggest downfall. I think the friends give them so much, like
Yes,
they
man.
listen to the friends so
man.
much.
Yes, man.
Well, as you say, yes,
Plenty,
man.
yes, man.
And that even get them even more
Yeah,
frustrated.
yeah. I mean, for me, be different. When I now come up from Jamaica and you could probably remember, I say, boy, I'm the Michael Jackson of Steel Pan. Boy,
Steep and boss.
real people, wow. I get licks left, right, and center.
But you still
But
maintain it.
for me, it wasn't where I felt like I was better than anybody.
True.
It was just a state of mind.
True.
When you watch Michael Jackson, the way he
But
dressed,
it's okay
and
to, but it's okay if you feel like you're better than somebody.
yeah, but I mean, better in the sense of, you have to be careful with that. In our context.
I'm sorry. I believe in rate me. I rate me
Right, highly.
before I wait on somebody else to rate.
Right, respect. But I mean, it was
Not
my
better than people that I get more money.
Right,
I mean like that,
right.
but talent
confidence and
I'm
stuff like-
okay to say I'm better than you talented wise.
Yeah. You have to believe
That's
in
me.
yourself.
You have to
You have
believe
to
in
believe in
yourself,
yourself.
bro.
Yeah, and my thing is that, I mean, it is okay to fail. I
Right.
mean, it is okay to fail. It is okay to find your own process and how you deal with failure. You understand? I cannot come here and make it seem like if this thing is an easy thing.
Correct.
Because for me, Q, and to be honest and vulnerable on this public platform, there are times I don't get time to process a lot of the things around me because I'm so busy, and everybody want Radin to be strong for them. Everybody expect every time you see me, our people see me, is upfulness, because I already accept that is who I have to be in this society. Right now, the messages and the artists, right now on my phone, you see me texting is an artist basically crashing out. Not because of the pics, but it's just that there are moments when these people will feel discouraged. And people like ourselves, Q, we have to make ourselves available for these artists or these practitioners
And
around
the
this
reason
time.
I start this program.
You understand?
I giving them a platform.
Of course. And I mean, the support system is important, and we have to be honest. But for me, my main advice, outside of all those cliche things that I just said a while ago, you have to keep God in the center of everything.
Correct.
And don't make anything external be your motivation. And we also, Q, as people, as persons who are doing this, we have to be careful with what we label success as.
Right.
Because every young artist want a big car, they want the best brand name. That is not the only determination or definition of success.
Tools.
I remember one of my students, because I used to teach part-time, theater artists, plenty thing. I doing this because me 21, You could say where you are, me forever 21. Right?
Rather than you go to school already.
Man, well, you could say where you are. You could say where I 21. But and this is very important, and I know we're on a social platform, and this is just my encouragement, because I've gone past the stage of, I mean, there's things would bother me, but it doesn't really stop what I do, right? One of my students said to me, "Sir, boy, me now have be successful." So I say, "Why?" And he say, "When me watch what you have to go through, me not want that." And these are the type of things that affects me, because the young people are watching.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't want it. It's not that they can't do it. But they're so afraid of these things that come with it. And we can't guard them for the rest of their life.
No, you can't. You gotta be a man or a woman at some point in your life.
People like me and you, boy, we don't get thrown out in the ocean, boy. Swim.
Of course.
But times has changed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for the young people, young artists, I mean, whatever your artists are
Young
practicing,
creatives.
young creatives, Do not go with expectations. Move with excellence.
Move with excellence. I like that.
You don't see how I just move. You know, they say if you want to spend money, call Rodney Small. Because anything I do, it has to be of excellence. You understand? Mrs. VG, I couldn't get what I wanted for the set designs. And I bought some mirrors. A lot of people didn't know there were mirrors on stage. And they were seeing reflection from the screen and thought it was screens. You understand? But you have to, as I said to you earlier, survival is a must. And we as Caribbean people, once you put us in survival mood, it's problems.
You ever hear this? Calm sea never built skillful sailor.
All right. And
You could add that in it? Somebody actually put that on.
yeah, it had plenty more that I could add. I could add to that too. And these are the type of conversation we need to continue having.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But big up Vincy Mas,
Yes.
big up the artists them. I love every one of them. You didn't make it and you're cussing Rodney, you're cussing CDC. Still a love.
They're costing the DJs.
Thank you for contributing. Keep contributing. I mean, we have to do our part. I mean,
Everybody have a part to play though.
one artist said to me, boy, and he just came on the scene last year. He come tell me today in my office, he done with music. He ain't get picked. I said, but bro, you just in year one.
We have a problem.
No, but we go fix it.
We have to
Because by
fix
the
it.
time I done, and he done sit down in my chair, when I done talk to him, it's a whole different mindset gone out the door. But I could have simply said, boy, that is not my fight.
Right.
If you are done, you done with music.
That's your career.
But we have to work
protect
together.
Yeah,
We
protect
have
them.
to, it might get a little frustrating. We might see it as a burden, but we can't stop Q.
Right.
You can't stop what you're doing because you could be doing something right now. You could be with your family. You could be doing anything right now. But you're providing a platform not only for people like me, but even for some of these young artists and for them to listen.
Right.
Because one of the things that we used to do long ago, we used to reason. You used to sit down in some long reasoning in a queue.
Right.
Sometimes them man sit down and when you look when you watch the time is morning, you know. Reasoning. We don't reason anymore as a society.
True.
You understand? The other day I go up on a little line, man, the other day, good while. And I go on the line, I see everybody on the phone, but I jump in my vehicle and I go home and I message everybody. So they say, yo, how you move so? I say, well, we could do the same from the house. Because everybody on the phone texting and nobody's studying the line. You mash up the social thing. Well, we don't have a day.
We
You
could
understand?
talk, yeah.
But we don't reason anymore, Q, and that's why our young people don't have outlets where they can vent, where they feel comfortable to speak up, where they feel comfortable to know that, boy, I can express myself and not be judged.
Right.
Long ago, some serious reason, but it's real stories. When you sit
And
down in a rum shop,
I think this is why me and you could stand up here
yeah.
as two young man and what a reason.
We had no choice, Q. We had no choice, Q. We play football together.
Right.
Football was a community.
It was.
You understand? Growing up in a panyard was community for me.
Everything was coming.
Of course, now
Everything.
we've developed this turn up, we win, don't put on, we AC and drive mentality. Understand? I mean, sometimes when you try to talk to young people, they get boring, they start to yarn and they go down in the phone and they forget about what you saying. You know what I mean? Change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. It is generic. All kind of thing. It would happen because Q just know your daughter or your grandchildren, they ain't going to know more matches and stove.
Right.
I mean, some houses I see already in the wall, everything is electric. They may know not about them things, so
True.
change is a must.
You're right.
You understand?
And we
But
gotta embrace it.
the core.
Boy, you can't forget the core.
You see a soul, can't forget that soul, boy.
Good.
I mean, going to school in Jamaica, boy. Jamaica still do everything that is a part of the tradition.
Hans was in here and he made a valid point when he said we could not be used them as much as we want. But how much of us industry players are willing to take up that role of
Nurturing them.
nurturing them?
Yeah, he's right. He's right. And we become a very selfish industry.
I think one of the things too, I mean, and one of the things that I will always call for, even when I was on radio, big up Extreme. I for one embrace changes. I love changes, you know. I love what the youths I'm doing. I like the music. I love some of the music. I ain't connect with plenty of them because I don't say no half of them. You understand? I literally don't know half of them, but you know the music nice and thing. I think like You remember that system we had back in the day? The whole music system we had back in the day when don't care how big of an artist he was back then, you had to follow that formula, be in that system where the music is concerned. The Miss SVG period, groovy time, then the mid pace, and then the power. I just think like that structure, I think we just need back something, a system. And I think if we have, and again, Andrew was in here and he stressed that point. I think what the youth team is doing is good, but it just need to be system. It just need a system.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to have more longevity.
Correct.
Right, and how do we do that? As I say, a little bit more structure, but not structure that would suppress their expression of creativity. But I would say we are going to go full circle.
Yeah, we
Full
need
circle.
it. Big up all the young artists. I love some of them, man. The youths and them good.
Yeah.
But again, I just think, as we say, we need to read some more.
Yeah, and I mean, and we blame them a lot. And I'm a firm advocate for young people, even when a lot of the violence and crime situation was going on, and we look at the age group. I never blame them. Some you would blame, but we have to find the root cause. Just like how we have to find the root cause of what is going on with our culture.
Solution.
And yeah, we have to find why. Why are they operating like this?
Yeah.
What's going on with them?
Yeah.
You understand? And I mean, I am a firm advocate for them. I'm a firm advocate for them.
Like, let me just draw a little reference, right? I said it last night and I'll say it again. And I hope they're listening, whoever they are, the younger ones. I have a cousin. So she reached out to me. She said, you're going to get this on the program, you're going to get that on the program. Now, some of the names that she's calling, I don't know these guys.
Yeah.
I could call some like the JC production. I don't know who is that.
Yeah.
I don't
Big
know.
them up.
I don't know. I big them up.
Yeah.
I don't know who's voltage. I have the music.
Right.
I play them.
But you don't know
So
them
I don't know them like that. So I said to she, I said, but if I have a program, I have a platform, and they are seeing it,
and then reach out.
I think Q is one of the easiest and the fastest spots for anybody in St.
Fine. Yeah.
Reach out.
And that's the other thing that is missing, Q. And you and I can speak on this too. Even when we were footballers. Real people didn't know I was a footballer now.
I know.
Plenty thing.
I know.
Right? We were hungry.
Of course, bro.
Q,
Even
we
my
used to,
DJ career, bro, I was hungry for it.
bro, we used to play
And
football
I still
whole
hungry.
day.
I still hungry.
You have to still be hungry.
Yeah.
Because you remember now, if you ain't stay hungry now, them
I
young
know.
DJs like Young
Bro,
Who and Carter,
tell you
they
something.
go kick you down. On.
Let me tell you something, right? Every time I travel as a DJ, I put something different in my career.
You have to.
I invented something different.
You have
because
to.
I realized being here, we're so much behind.
Right.
When you go out there and see other things, you gotta invent. You
gotta innovate and
gotta
stuff like
innovate,
that. Yeah, but they're not hungry enough.
Mm-hmm.
I was called fronted. I mean, we kind of want to sound like old men. I mean, I'm an old man. I kind of had to pull back. But I was...
You was a wrong long time.
People call me fronted Q. But it wasn't fronted enough. I knew what I wanted. And without a doubt, I was going for it.
Right.
And that's what I want to encourage the young people, the young artists. You see this Vincy Mas? Go for every single thing that you're deserving for. Go for it. Show up. You didn't get picked? Boy, you're going by Elevate. Backstage Q, boy, give me a little blind now.
Right.
Skinny Fabulous said he took a loan and went
go
down to
chilling.
Trinidad,
Yeah.
sleep on somebody's couch and beg for Blythe.
Yep.
Look at where Skinny is now.
Of course.
Young
Are
artists.
we all ready to the Skinny Fabulous?
Stop, sit back and wait on a promoter. Stop doing it. Fireman Hooper, in his very early
he gets some
days,
stories.
at one time, you did judge and see Fireman. When you do so now, you look so Fireman reach down Leeward.
The Mr. Rural.
Moving the music
Yeah,
around.
Moving it.
You may not have the resources to do that, but make yourself present. Be
Correct.
fronted.
Correct.
Being fronted is not a bad thing. You
Correct.
understand? You have to
Correct.
be hungry, bro. You have to be
Correct.
hungry. Magical. And we go as recent as Magical. Magical won 7 Soca Monarch,
Right.
7 Rural Soca Monarch, and he came and he won the National Monarch. Because he was hungry for it.
And
Jasper.
he's a man who support culture too, though.
Jasper, hungry for
Magical,
it.
yeah,
And Jasper, hungry for
He
it.
wasn't there last night, boy, and Jasper, and he said one thing, he said, Q, He had times when he felt like give up.
Yeah,
He
many
had
times.
He had times when he just say, boy, no, and he just...
Want me to tell you something about Jasper's story? And he's theater trained, eh?
Yes, he said that
You
too.
know Jasper didn't finish college.
Okay.
Jasper went to community college with the intention that he's going to get to do theater arts.
Mm-hmm.
When Jasper realized it ain't happening, you know Jasper do? He turned back. Jasper ain't bothered with it. He knew what he wanted. Jasper would come to all our workshops. Every one of the workshops CDC is having. He would ask questions. Look at Jasper mic technique. Look at how he commands the stage. Look at his stagecraft. You can tell there's some level of training. But he's hungry. He hungry.
Yeah.
Artists. They will do it.
And he said it last night. He wait, and
He
it
hungry
come
for
this
it.
time. And he ain't letting it go.
Yeah. It's just how he manage it now and how
Yeah.
he maintain it.
Correct.
That is where we come in now. Yeah, you understand? I mean, he would ask his questions quite naturally. But artists will be hungry for it.
You have to.
Yeah, be hungry for it.
Boy, Rodney, boy, before you go, we
Oh.
have to get up in the brain a little bit. Because your brain have a lot.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
before we go. Juve and Monday, man.
Juve.
Okay. What's your favorite Vincy Mas event?
Sokomanak.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
Super Bowl. That is Super Bowl or Carnival. I mean, I'm a musician.
I didn't expect that.
I'm a musician. I'm a set designer. I'm into production. I'm a stage manager. So I would love it.
And-
I mean, only if we're not being biased.
Right.
Because of course Panorama. Of
No,
course
you
Panorama.
cannot go back. You don't say Soca, man.
No, but you see, you tell
No,
me
no, no, no,
earlier,
no, no, no,
I
no.
cannot be biased.
You can't be biased. Okay, so you can't be biased.
But Sokomanak,
Right.
I mean, and Fireman could tell you walkie. Fireman winning performance. I was on stage
Yeah.
playing pan.
Yeah.
Delinquent with Problem Child. I was on stage playing pan for Sokomanak.
So you felt
I mean,
bad.
this island is mine.
Yeah, well, that is you.
I mean, so
That is you. All right. Okay, good.
you're setting me up on brother.
Nah, I ain't setting you up. Let me turn on the mic for this one. Steel Expression. Vincy Mas.
Whoa, yeah. Still expressions. I mean, I don't think I need to explain that. I mean, Still Expression celebrating 15 years
It's two brands,
this year. Of
so
course.
that's why I asked you.
Um,
How much years is it?
15 this year. 15.
We sung the old for true.
I mean, quite naturally, if the CDC decide to get rid of Rodney, I mean, my baby Still Expression would still be around. That is my heart cue. And I mean, you know the story about Still Expression.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
quite
yeah.
naturally, I don't even think there's a comparison. I use a wicked man, I know. But I get to that is when I Still Expression is where I come alive.
Correct.
Where I get to do and see the things that I can't get to do because I don't own CDC. I don't own Vincy Mas. But I do own Vincy Mas in my own right as a practitioner. But Still Expression is a whole different level, bro.
Right.
I mean, I had to defend it last year when we were promoting it, and I put out a post. I don't know if you saw it. With over 200 performers who have passed through Still Expression for the
Yeah,
past
my
14
name was
years.
in there.
Yeah,
My name was in that.
almost everybody who you could think of.
Final one for the night. What is your favorite memory of Carnival?
Being on stage, Panorama Night.
Panorama night. Sad Hill.
Of course, most definitely.
You win?
Always.
How much Panorama you win?
Well, for me, I as a junior
As
arranger, as a player, I'm signed to win couple. I can't remember. It's about 7 or 8, right? But I personally, as a arranger, I won 3 and I came second in 2. Big up here. Every time I go for the hat trick, he will lash me. I win 2 and then he lash me. And then I mean,
So Panorama, favorite Carnival.
of course, Panorama again. That is where I also became a household name because a lot of persons used to like watching this little boy in front there. It was very, dramatic and theatrical and very irritating. But I miss it.
With
I
all
miss it.
going on for this year, the foreigners coming in, the music sounding good, your execution of your shows and everything. What excites you most? I mean,
Smiling faces, results.
Results. I like that.
Yeah.
Stick it ready. Keep it ready. Right there. Results. Randy boy.
Big up. I'm going
We
to
could hear all night, you know. We
Yeah,
could hear all night, but we can't say all night.
But
They going 10th?
boy.
You could make it 10, boy.
Once it's still running.
Still running,
I'll show my face. And most importantly, I just want to send a very clear message from myself and from the CDC. The criminals are the persons who are coming into the carnival to create this negativity.
Right.
Forget about it.
Repeat again.
The criminals and the persons who want to come in and create this negative experience in this carnival, forget about it. I had a very firm meeting with the Commissioner of Police and his team, and we're not joking with these things, right? This is a product, a tourism product, and we have to make sure that our people, local people, are safe while we ensure that our visitors are safe.
Correct.
That's one. I want to remind persons about the no glass bottle policy. So while we're going to Bacchanal Bay on Sunday, which is a cooler fete, there's a no glass bottle. No glass bottle policy
right.
is in place. You understand? It is for your own safety. And from the bottom of my heart, I just want to encourage every Vincentian, home and abroad, to understand that we must have a level of ownership and a sense of belonging for our festival, Vincy Mas, and all of the other festivals, 9 mornings and all these other things. But let us understand that we have a country to build. Right, we have a country to build, and all these things would help. It's a spill-off effect. Because Carnival generates revenue.
Correct.
I mean, we spend back the money that is generated in our society, in our economy. And spend some time and reflect on where we want to go with the festival. Big up all the mass builders, all the fan players, all the arrangers, all the producers, all the DJs, all the private promoters. I mean, the police officers, big them up. The rural committees, the rural carnivals. And I mean, the young artists, the not so young artists, the veterans who are still in the game, the office at the CDC, the staff at the CDC. I can't big all up more than.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Big up Jomo, boy.
The board of directors, Jomo, you know what I mean, as everybody there.
Yes, everybody.
I mean, the board of directors and the persons who are coming in. I mean, look out for the airport activation. I mean, that was a big thing last year when you land down again, Carnival, piece of Carnival one time. And
when that started?
The 24th of June.
A week before. What?
Yeah, so as you land, it's vibes. I mean, we have the food village. Look out for the food village. The food village open from 11 a.m. on the tarmac. Big food village. You understand? And so you could come and get local food. No chicken and chips and no burgers and fries. Yeah. Oh, you remember that? Oh, yeah, you mean it?
Hey!
But
yeah, we got the food village.
It's a love, and I just want to say thank you to all those persons who have been doing their part so far. And I know we're going to have a great festival. We have to believe in it.
I want you to encourage at least 2 Calypso artists to come in on this program.
No, I'll get them for you.
Yeah, I need 2 Calypso. Because Beyond the Mic is all about showing what we have for the culture. So I'm leaning in with it for the Calypso.
When you want them? They can't get them this week.
Not the, well, we know. And I need 2 tradition mass.
That easy. Consider it done.
Beyond the Mic.
Yeah, that easy. Next week you get some Calypso. Some traditional
mass.
You don't
need need Juice Mark on inside there.
No boy.
Yeah, I need Juice.
Mash up boy.
Yeah, I need Juice inside.
That's my boy.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
But all those persons in the diaspora, I hope you don't pack your bag. I know you don't shop looking for your outfits and all these things. While you enjoy the private shows, come and enjoy some of the culture. Come and enjoy some of the CDC shows. Again, we are putting things on the level in which you can have fun. Tell somebody, tell a friend, bring a friend. You know what I mean? For me right now, I just want to say give thanks. Q for the opportunity for us to have a conversation and for us to reason.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Yeah, I want to say thank you.
I feel it might run. I don't see it getting hectic, but
no, I might have a run-in.
You might have a run-in.
I want to do great things that we want to.
Yeah. Just call me. Anything you want, just call me, you know?
But yeah, big up my family. You know what I mean? I know my mother not listening, but boy, it ain't easy knowing that your son on the road.
Yeah.
Don't care how old they come.
Big up,
It
mommy.
ain't easy doing that, boy.
I know you being out stressing mommy, you know, but
Nah.
I think she know you're safe.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
I did
covered.
not check in time to time.
Covered. Sometimes I don't even get her checking, boy. It's rough out
Like say
here.
bring back one of them mom thing.
Yeah, everybody going crazy over them. You know, I just bought these for the staff alone, and everybody going crazy over them.
It's a good, but it's a good marketing souvenir.
Yeah, it's for
Take it from me.
Yeah. So we
Airport,
yeah.
good marketing souvenir.
We going to drive it. There's
Yeah.
not so many merchandise that they're going to go, but man, just big up everybody.
Big up
man.
everybody.
Just big up everybody. And again, I'm giving you Simmons and the Grenadines 150%.
One last thing though.
Mm.
What Kingston I look like?
Huh.
Alright.
Whoa. Some people don't see it already and say, oh,
Well, I see the trusting thing there.
they say we run out of decoration. They think we ain't run out. If you go right now,
But if I know run this small.
no, not me alone. You see
No, but if
Rupert-
I know who run this small is.
you see,
Decoration is something is priority. They're on top of the list.
you know Rupert.
Of
You know
course I know
Rupert.
Rupert.
You see that man?
Rupert's a bad guy though.
As in
Bad
man.
is a bad.
Right now, I drive it coming out here.
Mm.
Because we normally do the decorations in the night. And I pass in the gateway to Kingston. You know we call the gateway to Kingston? Sign Hill.
Sad him.
And I cannot believe
Thing don't suck up?
don't go up.
Okay.
And we're doing the gateways of the city. So you would see stuff in Gipsacana, Lowman's area. And you would see stuff from Sign Hill. You're going to see stuff in and around Kingston. We did the rural communities already.
And if you
Georgetown.
put one side, a low man, let's say they want to.
No Lowman. Yeah, everybody don't. No Lowman's done.
There's a point family what into the city.
We did Georgetown already. We did some in Chateaubelair. So we're trying to see how we could decorate the 6 tongues.
Okay.
Right? And the port of entries. We're going to be doing the
port of
port entries. So, I mean, and that idea came from the public last year. Remember when I put it out?
So Rodney, you listen.
Of course.
And people, if all you have more ideas, do for it.
Of course. I mean, people saying they ain't seeing enough of me and the media and radio and all these things. But do yourself. I had to buckle in. Because, I mean, we have to keep the same energy as last year. We have to
Right,
keep
have
this.
to,
We can't
have
drop the
to.
ball. And this year is going to be even worse. And then next year we have to start buckling down even more and thinking about where we want to go.
But Rodney, I hope you come back in again. I mean, you don't know.
Come on, we have plenty of things
Doors
for talk.
always open.
We have plenty of things for talk.
All the best of the season.
Big up yourself.
You don't know you get our
know.
support. You don't
Well,
get Q
well-
support. You get sniper support anytime.
Well,
you
them
know.
40 gigs that you had, boy. You have a sponsor CDC show.
Well, I must say, among the things that DJQ Production sponsored in the schools already.
That's good.
A lot.
And you as an individual.
Like one my team member was like, Q, like you like all these skills, you know, Q alone in us. It's alright.
but you're a real politician and you
Nah, I'm
come
not
tell
a
me
politician.
things.
I'm
Q,
not a
big up
politician.
yourself, people. Good
Rodney,
night,
big
behind
up.
the mic.
Drive
I mean,
safe.
of course, most definitely.
Alright.
All right. Big up all yourself. Wake up, good, sleep good.
Take your vitamins, brother, man.
Food vitamins.
Yeah, boy.
Natural.
Natural?
Natural
Alright.
mistake, you know. Big up.
Big
Blessed
up
love.
yourself. And make sure our pan too. So
That easy.
our pan, Calypso,
Traditional jewelry.
Jules Morgan, and
Traditional
Mars.
jewelry. And Mars. Yeah.
and
that
Mars.
easy. People, you give me a little drink here. Big up Hyrule.
Big up Hyrule, man.
What?
Big up Hyrule.
It's a rich studio. Yeah.
This guy.
Blessed. You don't know.
Hey, big up Hyrule, man. Big up Building and Loan. Remember, Barry 10. And they get 3 years to pay back. All right. Hey, be on the mic we got. See you all tomorrow in the night. From next week, I mean, promise all this, but from next week, we're doing 2 episodes a day from next Monday. All right. Hey, we got